Hey, man, I'm not sure who's here already. Let me get on the chat real quick.
We started already.
Yeah, well, there was someone waiting, so I went ahead and went live.
Who's waiting?
I'm not sure yet.
Make a comment.
They haven't said anything. Bada boom, bada boom, bada boom, boom, boom.
You just might get a prize.
Here, we got 2 watching. We got 3 watching. We're doing good. All right. We got something special this evening, guys. We've got an Expedition Stout. This is a Russian Imperial Stout. I don't know, stouts are just a stronger porter. Porters are lagers that have had the barley roasted. Hey, C103. Hey, Clancy. Not too much. Hunter Kirk. Jason Bradstreet is here. So these are excellent. These come courtesy of the Burley Carpenter. They're 10.5% alcohol, so they're a little stout. A little stout. That's why they're called stout. But we've been aging these, I think, for 3 years. We can't remember if it's 3 years or 2 years. But this should be something special. I'm looking forward to it.
Shelf life unlimited.
Is that what it says?
Yeah. That's all right.
Shelf life unlimited.
It says it's made for travel, though.
That was worth the wait.
Yeah.
It's strong.
It's strong.
No, it's not for you White Claw drinkers. If you're a White Claw drinker, this is not for you. Jason Bradstreet is drinking a Dogfish Head 120 IPA. Clancy usually drinks Coors, but he's having PBRs tonight. You're slumming it, huh? What are we talking about?
I don't know. I'm sure what we always talk about.
What was your teaching going to be?
You're going to do this to me, aren't you?
Yeah. You can just give an outline, an overview.
Let's circle back to that.
Let's circle back to that.
Yeah.
All right.
There's only 14 people watching. I want to make them get the most out of my. If I'm going to insult people, I'm going to insult everybody.
Oh, something did happen this week. What was that? Well, Hunter Kirk's got a good chance for Northern Lights tonight. Something else happened this week that was. I remember thinking because we were talking about the shortages last week, and then something happened this week, and I went, whoa. I heard there's going to be propane and natural gas shortages this year.
Yeah, I can see that.
Jason watched you with the squirrel. I didn't know this. The squirrel went up.
Yeah, I thought the squirrel would get a lot more views. That was a funny video.
I have to go watch. That's the I've seen. That's the one that he comes up on your pant leg and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty funny. Alpha 160. So, propane and natural gas shortages. I think that's significant.
Yeah. When did that one blow up? Or that was back when that RV blew up in front of the AT&T building.
Oh.
Didn't the natural gas place also blow up that
I didn't realize that.
close to that time frame? Or I could be wrong.
That could be right. I don't remember. Maybe that's why they blew up the AT&T building, so none of us would pay attention to the natural gas.
It was out in Arizona or somewhere, or somewhere out west that one went up.
That was what, 2-3 years ago? Christmas? Was it Christmas or New Year's?
When the AT&T, when they blew the,
Yeah,
that was right after the election.
I thought it was a holiday, like the morning of a holiday or something.
Could have been.
Maybe it was Christmas Eve or something.
Yeah.
All right, Stranded 360 says, hello, good sirs. Good evening, Lance Corporal Veteran. Lance Corporal Veteran, you want to know what I heard the other day? My brother is in the Navy, in the reserves, up in Virginia at that big naval base in Virginia. My mind went blank. Virginia Beach, whatever the hell that thing, you know what I'm talking about. And he told me that Marines do not say "oorah" anymore, that now they all say "rah." I don't know what to do with that information. I can't categorize that, but he says, "Hey Isaac, how are you, sir?" We need a Nidavellir. Shalom, sir. Oh, Isaac, there is a comment being held for review. If you can look at that, it's from Jason Bradstreet. You're the only moderator in here tonight, so go take a look at that and see if you want to approve it or not.
So how does that work? I mean, the comments don't go straight up; they go through.
So the AI just picks some. So Jason used the term dipshit.
And that went through review.
Yeah, so they put it held it for review, and I can show it right here, but I like to let the moderators do their job.
Feel like they're doing something.
Well, I mean, they are doing something. That way, if I let them do they'll be paying attention when something weird comes up that I miss. But if I jump up and take care of it, then they're not paying attention.
Pay attention, Isaac. I know you just got
Damn
on.
it,
But pay
Isaac.
attention.
Pay attention. Some good news from Stranded 360.
Man, my eyes are. I can't see that.
Oh, that's interesting, Isaac. Palmetto State Armory is going to start making ammunition soon. Steel case mostly. I don't mind steel case ammunition.
I don't know the difference. So.
Well, instead of being brass, it's made out of steel.
Yeah, I understand that, but what's the difference in the?
So typically the steel case is just cheaper. So in the past, all the Russian stuff was steel cased and it was corrosive. So you didn't want to, if you didn't clean your rifle really, really well, you didn't want to shoot steel cased ammunition back in the day. But nothing's corrosive anymore, is my understanding. And
So it's not going to affect the.
it's not going to affect anything. I think the only thing is that the steel can pick up particles a little better or easier and score your chamber possibly. So like if the steel case,
Yeah, makes sense.
if it flakes somehow and there's a piece of steel case in there,
Yeah.
it could potentially score your chamber. Whereas a flake of brass isn't going to do anything.
All right.
And it's not as easily reloadable, but they say that doesn't matter if you're not reloading. Okay. Thank you, Isaac.
They're also making a pistol, right?
Yeah, Cattywampus. Oh yeah, I saw the pistol. They sent me the pistol too. Just an email for the pistol.
Huh.
I didn't look into it. It's called the Patriot or the
Did you say it was the dagger? Or?
dagger.
Yeah.
The dagger. Yeah, the dagger.
Go Palmetto.
Yeah, that's all. That's driving distance for us. We can go up to Palmetto State Armory and hit Twin Peaks. It's in the same parking lot. You go to Palmetto State, go to Twin Peaks.
It's a win-win.
It's a win-win.
That's what we come to be as a win-win.
We call it a win-win. It's also what we call worth the drive. Stranded 360 is saying miniguns don't like the steel. Yeah, Russian-made firearms were designed for it. I need a haircut. I think I said this last week too.
Yeah.
We were quite funny last week. If you watched that whole.
I did watch it. That's what brought up my study.
Oh really?
Because there was a comment made that I was like, how did I miss that? I didn't agree with it.
Did I make the comment?
Yeah, you did. But I mean, I don't know if I want to go into it now. How many people? But it's a comment most tour people make, so it's forgivable.
You know what really insults me is that I say something other people say. That's like, I am a natural contrarian. If someone says left, I say right.
I am no parakeet.
I have food prejudices that exist to this day because my brother liked something growing up, so I just reflexively liked the other thing just because he liked the one. For instance, I just tried mustard for the first time this month.
First time this month, or first time ever?
Yeah, the first time ever this month.
Okay, all right.
I put mustard on a hot dog. Well, I'm like, it's pretty good. I see what the deal is. But my brother liked mustard, so I refused to eat mustard. He liked oranges, I liked apples. For those of you who are just joining us, Lance Corporal veteran, I was thinking the same thing, that maybe he was, he's a reservist, and obviously he's Navy, so he's not infantry. So maybe he was dealing with some reservist diary clerks or something. I don't know, but it didn't make any sense to me because hoorah is such a thing, It's in the DNA. I can't believe that would ever go away. For those of you who are just joining us, we are drinking Imperial Stout, or no, Expedition Stout, the Russian Imperial Stout. We aged it I think it's 3 years. It might be 2, but I'm pretty sure it's 3. And it is a hell of a beer, but it's not for the faint of heart. MI is Michigan, right?
Can be.
Or Mississippi.
I think it's Michigan. What is Mississippi then?
MS? Oh, that's Lou Gehrig's disease. What's Maine? ME?
Georgia's GA. That's all I know. That's all I care about.
And GA had a good game against Florida tonight. Did you see that?
No, I don't.
We beat the Gators 34-13, but all their points kind of came like after we pulled the third string out and we're playing the freshman backup team.
And we have the Braves in the World Series.
And we have the Braves in the World Series. I haven't seen any updates, so no one scored, I guess. I remembered a National Guardsman saying we sounded like dogs. Devil dog? Teufelhunden? Did you say thank you?
There could be worse things you could sound like.
That's who we were. Jarheads were saying "rah" in 2003 when I went through AIT, but I swear to God, I would bounce a young man like a rubber ball if I said "Semper Fi, Marine," and he said "rah."
2003. What? You were in pretty close.
Yeah,
to
I got out in 2002 the last time. That's a good point. Huh?
Just missed it.
Yeah, by a year. Okay. Niedervalier. I still love that. Niedervalier. Okay, Isaac is telling us that MA is Massachusetts, ME is Maine, MI is Michigan, MS is Mississippi, MT is Montana, and MN is Minnesota.
Well, that's a good moderator for you.
Yeah, I was on the ball.
I'm sorry I doubted your skills.
I didn't know Google was that good. All right, so shortages?
I don't know.
Okay, I have something. You ready? It is no longer moral for us to be patriots. Patriotism is now bad. Discuss.
Is this something you heard, or is this?
It's a proposition. I'm making the proposition that patriotism has now become a bad thing. That to say that we're patriots at this point is allying ourselves with evil.
I'd say it's not true.
Okay.
That's my counter proposition.
Let me hear why.
You're telling a lie.
Give me reasons.
I got a beard, and I said so.
I have a beard, and you have a better beard. I'll give you that.
I'm used to my word being the law. I mean, we just go with that.
You're in my house.
We don't ask questions.
My word is law here. We gotta do these live streams at your house if you want your word to be law.
All right, what was the question again? I really wasn't paying attention.
It is no longer morally acceptable for us to call ourselves patriots.
Because we've been taken over by a bunch of commies.
Yeah, because our institutions have been overtaken by evil people, and to say that we're patriots would be allying ourselves with evil.
Yeah, because they want, I don't know if they want sheep anymore. They want zombies walking around. They don't want people who think for themselves and who can defend themselves and can provide for themselves. And so, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good point. They want zombies because they want to pay people to not work. They want to do this universal basic income.
Yeah, they want you as brain dead or brainwashed as possible.
So what do they want us to do?
No physical exercise, no mental exercises, just give me my paycheck. And yeah, I mean, to me it makes no sense because you have to have citizens to what am I saying? The government doesn't make an income, so you got to have citizens to produce stuff to
But,
You know.
but they don't anymore. Like, they don't want us to produce.
Yeah, no. So I don't understand their end game.
Me, a dead man talking, have fun at the VFW, brother. I love the VFW. Some of my happiest times have been at the VFW. So yeah, they don't need us to produce. They're trying to mechanize everything so the robots make it all.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
And they want to pay people just a universal basic income to not work.
Then why do they need us?
They apparently, well, what is the Agenda 21, I guess, huh? We've answered our own question. They want to reduce the world population to 500 million. And so they don't need us to work. They're just going to pay us to stay home and die, I guess.
Well, they have to get us weak. So I guess paying us to stay home, just that way they have more influence to brainwash us. I mean, we're carrying around these little things all the time, and we're watching these little things all the time. So we're not interacting with each other, and our brains are turning to mush.
Our brain,
if,
definitely.
If you can't think, you're not going to fight back. I mean, once your brain goes, and that's why the military works on muscle memory. I mean, because once you're tired and your brain goes, I mean, it's
Yeah. The bullets are flying and you
Like-
can't think straight. You
Yeah,
gotta
like-
have instinct kick in.
I mean, have you ever? I mean, if you watch, an MMA fight, when a guy turns over and gives his opponent his back, and he gets into a chokehold, that means he gave up. He mentally gave up. So he gave him instead of getting knocked out.
Yeah.
He just gives the man his back, and it's an easy out. So every time you see somebody in a
He
rear
didn't,
chokehold,
he didn't tap.
Yeah,
but
he gave up.
He kind of tapped.
yeah, he gave up.
Yeah.
So when you see, and anytime you see somebody lose to a rear naked chokehold, that means he gave up.
Also, he's gay.
No.
It took us, 20 minutes to get a gay joke?
And that wasn't even a good one.
Wasn't even a good
I
one.
have respect for those men.
Jose Altuve hits a solo home run in the top of the 2-0 Houston.
Did Trump show up that game?
I don't know. I haven't seen anything yet, but boy, that would be awesome. That would just.
Let's go, Brandon.
But think how much control they have now when they're paying you your living wage and you can't work for yourself. You're not capable of working for yourself. They don't need you to work for yourself, so they can turn off your income just like that.
Oh, yeah.
You comply or
Yeah.
you're done.
Yeah, that's a strategy.
Hey, Sasquatch boogity. At least he didn't say giggity. I wonder who's Karen's man's talking about the slackers.
And if they're like the higher tax bracket, it's what, 400,000 or 401,000,
Yeah,
right over Joe Biden's.
right
paycheck.
over Joe Biden's paycheck.
But yeah, if they're not giving anybody an incentive to make more money, I mean, why would you want to go make more money if you got to give 40% of it to the government?
Yeah.
So they're
Well, we were doing the math the other day when we were talking, and even if you're at that 34% rate, which maybe we're at 28%, I can't remember. But let's just say, for the sake of argument, you're at the 34% rate. You throw in a 7% sales tax,
yeah.
and property taxes and state taxes.
Property. Don't even talk about property taxes. That irks me so bad.
Sasquatch just going to do the axe thing. And Sasquatch, I actually have a whole new axe now. I've bought a new axe. So we're not going to do this after I hauled all those out the other day. I've got another one now. Took you too long to make a gay joke. Oh, that's what Karen's saying. Slackers, it took me 20 minutes to make a gay joke. That's funny.
We subverted your expectations.
Yes. You don't know me. Yeah, no, 20 minutes is a long time before I make a gay joke.
But actually, I was going to make one when you were talking about your brother. You said your brother likes what? Oranges. You like whatever the opposite your brother liked. I was like, So he. That's why you're gay.
It's that brother too. Isaac is moving to New Hampshire at some point. No sales tax, no income tax, no gun laws, no seatbelt laws. Live free or die. Booyah.
Where's that at?
New Hampshire.
Sounds like a good place.
Sasquatch, talk about them Greek crayons again. Holy hell, Sasquatch. That went dark quick.
What do you say?
Talk about them Greek crayons.
Greek crayons?
Yeah, Greek is.
Did that go? Is that a joke? Did it go over my head?
Yeah, it's a gay joke.
Oh, okay.
It's a gay Marine joke.
Well, yeah, I'm not a Marine or I'm not gay, so I'm proud it went over my head.
Hey, Zach. He almost spells it right, too. At least he doesn't have the K or the H on the end. Well done, Zach.
Oh, it's not spelled with that H.
Oh, only if it's not Zetch.
But CH is a K sound.
In what world?
In English,
No, it's not.
chicken.
Chicken, church, chat,
All right, never
Chump.
mind. Yes.
chump,
All right, I can see.
Chump.
I can see. We will edit that out.
chump.
All right, I quit. I'm taking my ball and going home.
He's only got one ball. Won't tell me how it happened.
Don't tell me how he knows.
Okay, you win. That was a turnaround. How many gay jokes is that now? We made up for it real
Yeah,
quick.
we made it real. Just boom, 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 boom. Pew, pew, pew.
Cinelectual. Someone who thinks about movies. He's a cinelectual. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Have you discussed the volcano situation? We should discuss the volcano situation.
We don't have any volcanoes in Georgia.
Cinelectual, for a first-time comment, that was an excellent one. But there are a lot of volcanoes going off now. There's this one over there off of Spain. Where is that? I forgot where it is. But it's over there off of, actually maybe it's off of Costa Africa, but it's a Spanish island. And then there's some others going off in a couple of different places. There's like whole islands being formed off of Japan right now, which isn't entirely unusual, but taken with all the other stuff going on. Oh, is it Iceland or Greenland? There's a big volcano going on now, I think in Greenland, but it could be Iceland. And it's not even necessary. So the Ring of Fire has been, the Ring of Fire, this is important stuff, listen up. I fell into, we're going to get another
I'm glad we finally got into the Lord of the Rings.
Ring of Fire. That's good. That's good. The Ring of Fire is the Pacific, up and down Japan, down to New Zealand, and then up the western coast of South America and America to Alaska. And they call it the Ring of Fire because there's all these volcanoes and earthquakes there all the time. So it's not unheard of for it to be acting up, but the Ring of Fire has been acting up a lot lately. For like the last 5 or 6 years, the Ring of Fire has been going nuts. Well, now all these volcanoes over the Atlantic are kind of acting weird all of a sudden. And if you pay attention to the Grand Solar Minimum, one of the things they say is that during the Grand Solar Minimum, volcanic activity increases. And I don't know if it's because things are cooler and like the core contracts a little bit, or someone said it has something to do with magma moving differently. But whatever it is, one of the things they'll tell you about the Grand Solar Minimum, those of us who pay attention to it, actually I don't, people tell me I don't have any inside information, is that you'll see a bunch of more volcanoes and earthquakes.
I thought the cause of that was because we were throwing too much plastic into the ocean.
I'm listening.
That's what CNN told me.
I want to hear the theory.
No, that's what CNN told me. We're putting too much plastic into the ocean, so the Ring of Fire is.
I don't know what disturbs me more, is that you were listening to CNN or you believed the word they said.
No, continue.
Hey, Biddy's here. Okay, Dead Man Talking says the earthquake pattern at the volcano at La Palma looks like they are trying to bring it down and cause a tsunami. Check it out sometime. Jason Bradstreet says we are in a solar minimum and we are absorbing mass amounts of radiation. Maybe that's what it is.
Or it could be HARP.
It could be HARP.
Yep, they could be making just volcanoes go off.
How's the grandbaby, Biddy?
That plant.
Isaac doesn't know much about the Grand Solar Minimum. Isaac, you should look it up because it will affect you up there in New Hampshire, in Massachusetts.
Why is Sasquatch calling me Joe Biden?
The guy that just took 22 tons made millions. Oh, 22 tons? The guy that just took 22 tons made millions. I must have missed something, Jason. I'm sorry. Is Jeff a plant? Yes, he's a ficus. Can't you tell? Actually, he's a mossy oak. Towering strong man with fur growing on him. He's a mossy oak.
Jeff is thirsty. This thing is empty.
Is an oak a plant, or I guess technically it is.
Jeff, you way better than JB.
What is Jeff better than?
Everybody.
Jeff, you way better than JB. You way better than JB.
Joe Biden.
Yeah.
I'm way better than Joe Biden.
Who can pull me apart limb by limb? Treebeard. Ha ha! Well done, Hunter Kirk. We really are on a Lord of the Rings thing tonight.
Okay, I got you.
The Treebeard was one of the ends.
Yeah.
That was pretty quick. Well
I
done.
thought he was eating mushrooms or something because he was saying some crazy stuff.
Who? Sasquatch?
Yeah.
Yeah, no. Treebeard is Hunter Kirk. I'm not quite sure what Sasquatch is.
Okay,
talking-
all right. Yeah.
He's got a new girlfriend, so he might have someone sitting on his lap right now. It could be that he's trying to type one-handed.
So that is almost kind of an indication of,
Young love.
bad
I'm serious. He's got a new girlfriend. That wasn't a joke.
Oh, I thought you were talking about me. I'm confused.
Sasquatch has a new girlfriend.
I didn't know he had no girlfriend.
No, well, he hasn't had a girlfriend for a while. Well, that's 10.5%. Now, that's 2 beers you just downed. Oh, you want one of the porters? There's other good stuff in there. I mean, that's good stuff, too.
We got a selection tonight.
Oh, we got the Expedition Stout. We got the Yingling Black and Tan. Then she got an oatmeal porter. Yeah, that's the oatmeal porter. And then there's something else in there, too, I think. Baby, did you get 3 kinds of beer or 2?
2.
Okay, never mind. The oatmeal porter is it.
Yeah, English,
All right, Biddy's grandson is much better. He's getting stronger. Thor Gustafsson says that Suspicious Observers is where you can learn about all the space weather stuff messing with things. I am not familiar with that site, Thor, and I will look it up, sir. Thank you for giving us that. That is a lot of heat coming off of that wood stove. I'm going to shut the wood stove down. You got to keep everyone in. Hold on. Jeff's going to entertain you.
Let's see. Let's see. Do you want me to dance, sing, or just make fun of Zach with a C? No one cared.
We can't sing. We got I kid you not, we got
Oh, man, that reminds me. Oh, you got a copyright strike, didn't you?
we got a copyright strike last week.
I got something for Susan.
Susan.
Susan Wojcinski.
Oh yeah,
whatever.
Susan Wojcinski. We got a copyright strike because we played like maybe a minute and a half of a song because we wanted to make fun of the lyrics. I think it was fair use. It was legitimate criticism of the song. We love the song, good song.
Yeah, I thought it was you watch those
Like reaction videos.
Yeah,
It was a reaction video.
like that, Susan.
Hey ho!
Can't play too much, or we get a copyright strike.
Well.
But you know what they saying, ho.
Copyright strike. What the hell? They don't even monetize these. Oh, but whoever, Willie Nelson or Waylon Jennings, whoever owns the copyright to that song, is monetizing last week's live stream right now. I got an email that says that the owner of the copyright has decided to monetize the video. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm big time.
So that means Let's Go Brandon can monetize it if we keep playing.
Probably, yeah.
Oh, we need to give him some love. We'll play it again. You know what they saying, ho.
I wish they could see my teeth. I could see my gold grill right now.
That's a damn copyright strike.
Is Wes here? Wes, I feel like I'm interrupting your live stream schedule, brother, and I apologize.
He should know better by now. We've done this like a month and a half.
All right, so. Hey. 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 Jason Bradstreet agrees that Suspicious Observers is a good site. So we will be checking out Suspicious Observers from now on. We encourage everyone to go check out Suspicious Observers and let us know what you think. Yeah, you could delete the live stream and take the money away from them, but it was a pretty good live stream, Isaac. We were pretty funny that night.
Yeah,
That was. I mean, it was drawn out over 2.5 hours. I mean, you condense it down and you had 5 minutes of good content.
Yeah.
But that's 5 times the normal amount of good content we normally have. There's FJB, FJB, FJB.
Oh, you want to hear it again? You know what they saying, ho.
Okay, fine. Emmanuel Goldstein's here. Finally, I can see what these drunks are doing live.
Just for you, Susanna. Whatever her name is, can't even pronounce it.
Smash the like button or Zach will come dance on your deck. Is that a gay joke?
Well, if you change the E to an I, yeah, it might be.
Woo! I took a hard left turn.
That boy's witty tonight.
He's on fire. Yes, I will dance on anyone's deck. I love to dance. We're going to rename this the gay bashing live stream. Maybe we do a little Nas-X and twerk on the devil or something. I'm sorry, Wes. I didn't mean to walk all over your time slot. We need to coordinate that. Whatever you normally do your live stream, let me know, and I will try not to step on your time. Biddy, it's not going to be worth catching the replay. We appreciate you, dear. We love you.
What happened?
She says the buffering's really bad, so she's going to watch the replay.
Oh, yeah.
Emmanuel, so that's an interesting question. This is a Russian Imperial Stout. So it's 10.5%. And a normal beer is 4.5 to 5.5. So this is technically two beers.
Hey.
It's one beer, but it's
I
technically
want to
two
see your
beers.
lightsaber.
It's only one part of it.
That's okay. It's still a lightsaber.
Jeff's farther in than I am.
It's double bladed.
That is awesome.
Yes.
What are you doing? This is the Lord of the Rings live stream. You were mixing metaphors here.
We have changed it. I didn't know you had a lightsaber in the house.
We are way off track. So, increased volcanic activity. What does it mean for you? Because as Superfan here just said earlier, we don't live near a volcano.
That's the.
Zach, Yingling does have a Hershey's Porter. It's not necessarily new. I tried it last year. I wasn't able to make up my mind. My expectations were very, very high, so I wasn't being fair to the beer when I tried it last year. So I will try it again.
Why'd you keep the same title?
I don't know how to change it now. Hey, Josiah, it is, I wouldn't say it's overly sweet. It's very, very chocolatey, for the lack of a better, but like a cacao, you know, like a cacao, how do I, like an unsweet chocolate, an unsweetened chocolate, like a 90%, 80% chocolate. It's not like a sweet chocolate, but there's definitely like a chocolate thing going on here. Knowing what I know about your beer taste, Josiah, I would say it's probably not something that you would enjoy, but it's something you would appreciate. It's a lot of assumption on my part, but I think it's accurate. When I say enjoy, I shouldn't say, it's not like you wouldn't enjoy it. You would appreciate it. I don't think you would, it wouldn't change your religion. Your beer religion. Hopefully it wouldn't change your religion.
Hopefully you don't have a religion.
I have a religion.
You do not have a religion.
I have a religion.
You do not have a religion.
I, sir, am a religious man.
You have a relationship, brother. I will pray for you.
I have rules I have to obey. I have a God who demands things of me. He wants sacrifice. Not literal sacrifice.
There went all the Christians.
Anymore. Yeah, they're all gone.
They're all gone.
Emmanuel Goldstein Yingling is also my favorite. It's my go-to beer. I really like Yingling. Chipper66 is clapping for Squatchy. Oh yeah, he's from Yingling's made in Pennsylvania. Pottsville, right? Pottsville, Pennsylvania?
I don't know, I just drink.
Did I make that up? That could be Hershey's chocolate. I think it's Pottsville, Pennsylvania. Isaac asked, have you added a gun to your get-home bag yet? I'm getting a Ruger Wrangler 22 long rifle for mine. That was a big change from last week. Actually, and by the way, Isaac, I think that is a superb choice for a get-home bag. Perfect choice for a get-home bag. Last year, you were looking at a Takedown 1022. I actually like the idea of the 22 revolver because of the get-home bag is, you know, hard, fast, you know, get bogged down with nothing for nothing. you have your calories with you. You know, if there's a firefight, you know, you're deviating and going around it.
What are you doing again?
I'm a deviant
Show me that again.
and going around it.
See what I did? I took out the gun and I changed my get home vehicle to a tank.
Got a bigger gun.
Yep. Don't need the gun no more.
It's for the she-bear. She couldn't fit in the truck, so he had to get something with a bigger vehicle.
She was a big damn she-bear.
It's a big,
She still has my handprint on her ass.
it's a big ass too. Handprint looks really small.
What are you trying to say? I got small hands.
I'm
like
just saying.
Donald Trump.
I'm saying your
Me and Trump got nice hands. Leave our hands out of this.
I have really big hands. Ah, Josiah, why did you tell me that? I didn't need to know that.
What happened?
It says that Pottsville is the old brewery that is still operational, but most of the Yingling is made in an industrial brewery in Florida.
Well, at least it's Florida. Could be California. If it feels made in California, we'll probably get AIDS. They poop on the street in California.
Oh, they're right. Hershey's chocolate is made in Hershey, Pennsylvania. I knew that.
Yeah, I did too.
I
Yeah.
don't know why I didn't come up with that.
And the Amish is in the intercourse.
What?
The Amish, they're in intercourse, Pennsylvania.
I guess that's why there's so many of them, huh?
That explains it.
Well, they don't use birth control, so sex means something, you know? It's always a little dangerous.
Risque.
You know, well, I actually believe, I think that, you know,
Little
if,
risque.
if sex could result in a child, there's a certain added element to the sex, you know? If it's, you know, if you're using birth control or whatever, it's just like, I won't say it's meaningless, because there's people who can't have kids through no fault of their own, so I'm not saying that their sex is meaningless and no good. But, like, okay, I have 15 children. I haven't used birth control much in my life. But the 1 or 2 times I used it, there was just something missing. You know, it just, there wasn't the
Yeah, conception.
danger. I have 15 children. I've had sex 16 times.
That one I used birth control. Sorry, that was the one that was going to cure cancer.
Yeah, that was the one that was going to make my whole life meaningful. Now you just got a bunch of them just like me. Russian roulette sex. Now, how exciting is Russian roulette sex?
I'm trying to wrap my brain around the concept.
Yeah, there's a child up right now, so we can't talk about it.
You gonna get it all night, ho? I'm playing it all night.
Dead Man Talking's girlfriend finally here, and he's out. Don't hold of mine, always advance. Don't hold the line, don't hold the line. Don't hold the line, always advance. I like that, that's good. Emmanuel, 15. You know what, funny enough, Emmanuel, my dad came over today to help me with a project, and he had stopped at Home Depot on his way over, and he said he bumped into a man with 16 kids while he was at the Home Depot here in town. And I was insulted. I was actually a little threatened. I felt like, you know, this guy here, if he was like out in Utah or something, Jeff's heard this joke already, so he's
It's not a joke, it's true.
He's not laughing, he's grimacing.
It's
If
true.
he was out in Utah or something, I'd be okay with it.
I honestly didn't realize how bad it scarred you.
It scarred me.
Yeah.
I'm like, this guy like came into my thing and took it away. You
Right
know?
in your backyard.
He beat in my hometown.
That's right, right in your backyard.
He danced all over my deck. My question is, how did I not know about this guy? I mean, how does, we don't live in a big town, it's not a big area, and there's a man with 16 children and a man with 15 children and they've never met? I struggle with this a little bit. Like, I think he's running an orphanage
That's like
or
a
something.
third of the population
A third
of the
pop-
county.
If we got together, we could elect all the local officials for all local elections. The two of us could run this town. Why haven't we met? Ah, Sasquatch says you asked Jeff to hold you. Did I ask you to hold me? Sasquatch, we make a lot of gay jokes. I mean, you don't have to insert them. We're gonna make them. but like, you just made that one up. Get your kids to marry his kids. Interestingly enough, Sasquatch, my 10 cow wife daughter, who we did a little video on a few years ago, is marrying a young man who we're relatively pleased with. As young men go, this man's not bad. And now
I mean, he's no Brandon.
he's no Brandon. And now my son, my oldest son, is dating that guy's sister. So we'll see. I still want to know what this. You asked Jeff to hold you. I don't know what this is all about.
He's asking a question. Did you ask Jeff to hold you?
I did not. I had.
If he did, we're not going to share it with
Yeah,
you,
we
Sasquatch.
wouldn't.
We keep some things in the closet.
We are deeply in the closet. Okay, deeply closeted.
And we got closets over our closet.
Like I haven't come out to myself yet. Okay. Zach, if you get the time,
You open Zach's closet, a whole damn graveyard is going to come out.
I don't so much have skeletons in my closet because I'm too poor to own a closet. I just got skeletons all in the yard. They're sort of just all out there for you to see. If I ever get to the point where I can afford a closet, we will put the skeletons in there. But for right now, they're just in the front yard. So, Isaac brings up another good point. Research the Free State Project.
Wait a minute. If he's bringing up good points, how is he moderating?
That's true. He's not paying attention to
Not paying
the
attention.
comments.
But we do have like 5 moderators on there now.
He's got way too much free time on his hands. Isaac, what are you doing?
All right, what did he bring up?
You are so far in the closet. You're in Narnia. That's good.
Maybe you should be sitting here, Sasquatch.
So far in the closet. He's in Narnia. That is awesome. I've not heard that one. Hey, Texas T, how you doing, sir? Okay, so secession.
Succession, I don't know what that
We all decide we can't live. Secession. You're a man. You're a son of the South. You know what secession is.
We're not ringing a bell. Explain it.
Secession is when one part of a whole separates itself. So, like when the Southern states seceded from the Union, secession. They did not have a successful secession.
I mean, as you know from last week, I didn't attend history class. I was next door.
Okay, so if the nation were to break up into disparate parts, how would it break up? Who would go where? What would the new political divisions be? So clearly, California would be its own thing, and possibly absorb Washington and
Washington State.
yeah, Washington State and Oregon.
Oregon. We could just push them motherfuckers off into the sea.
But
Same way with New York. We just push them down things off in the sea
hey,
too.
go to Canada.
Every-
You're welcome, Canada.
we will give you all the coastline,
You're gonna have Chicago too.
and we will push you off into the sea.
But how does the rest of what was formerly the United States break up? How does it? You know, how does it divide?
Probably like an H. It's going to divide across the middle and down each side.
Bob Jones has a good point. Bob Jones, they successfully succeeded. They did successfully secede. Then they were invaded by a foreign country. That's nice. Emmanuel Goldstein also brings up a good point that you could just wall off LA and a few other cities, and California would actually be
Yeah, I mean,
fine.
yeah. I think Trump won all 50 states.
Really?
Yeah.
Bold statement.
I think he won all 50 states.
Bold
Have you
statement.
seen what's been going on in California? I mean, people, I mean, the red's coming out in people. They're getting tired of all the bullshit.
The red is in the conservative, not as in like the communist. Red, the color of desire.
Yeah.
Black, the dark of ages past. Massive cool points if you can identify the reference. So you're not playing my
Hunt for Red October?
No. Close though. I can see where you would get that. But play my silly little game here. Okay, California, Oregon, and Washington split off and do their own thing.
We push them into the sea and take that.
So what happens in the rest of the country?
Well, let's see, Chicago, Illinois will be an island.
But here's the problem with Illinois, because you can't just assume that the states
All right,
themselves.
so Chicago will be an island.
Yeah,
And
so-
they will eat themselves, so that won't be a problem.
The rest
long.
of Illinois hates Chicago.
However it divides up, we can just leave them alone.
Just let them
and they
eat.
will eat themselves. Yeah.
So, obviously, Philadelphia north, maybe even say Baltimore north. Starting Baltimore,
I mean, I just heard New Hampshire's pretty good, so can't go too far north.
that's true. So, but in reality, Baltimore north, New York City, Washington, start Washington D.C. Fredericksburg, Virginia. There's this place in Fredericksburg, Virginia. I can tell you where the south stops and the north begins. And it's in Fredericksburg, Virginia. And there's this garish strip mall, but it's like this series of strip malls all right off of I-95, and it's called Central Park. And they're all outlined in neon. And there's like, I don't know how many, it's just like a giant strip mall, but like a strip mall of strip malls. And they're all outlined in this green and blue neon, and it's called Central Park. And that's where the south dies and the north begins in Fredericksburg, Virginia. So let's say, I don't know, but there's still some good places, and
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you said, you just can't.
hard to say. But
Like we have Atlanta,
well, we'll get to Atlanta.
but let's go ahead and tackle Atlanta.
Let's stay in there. Let's finish the Northeast real quick, because Atlanta gets difficult.
I'm gonna forget my point by the time we get there.
Okay, well, let's do your
No,
point.
no, no,
in
no,
Atlanta.
no, no.
No, do your point.
No,
in Atlanta.
Atlanta is encircled by 285.
Mm-hmm.
And they have already built these nice walls along 285. It would be real easy to wall them in.
We'll just pull some derelict trucks up at all the exits.
Yeah, it would be really easy to wall them in.
we need about, let's see, there's 62 exits on 285. As a 60, I think it's 62. It's like 62 or 67, but I think there's 62 exits on 285. So we need about 200 rednecks.
We just need some base semi drivers say, hey, all right, it's time.
Just park.
Block
right
the
there.
in-
block the
block the
on ramp.
exits. Yeah.
All the on ramps to the center. Will
I
be
mean, I wouldn't.
done.
Yeah. Within 72 hours, that city will be burnt to the ground. We will.
And we wouldn't lose too much.
Yeah, we wouldn't lose too
There'd
much.
be 3 or 4 million people dead, and we wouldn't really know. They produce nothing. We drive down there every day. All the people who build and work and do it all come from outside the city.
Everybody in the city is at home. Like,
You just got to block the exits off after 10 o'clock at night, and you're just going to lose a couple college kids. That's it.
get out now.
Come out of her, my people. We're losing nothing but like some mural painters, okay? They got lots of murals. They're good at murals. That's wrong. We didn't say they had to eat each other alive. We said they would eat each other
I
alive.
don't know.
Look, you can just duck down and walk right underneath those trucks, okay? It's not that big of an impediment.
They just keep walking into them. What's going on here?
Oh, Josiah gets it. Yes, Josiah. He even came up with one of the lines from the song. You had massive cool points anyway, though, Josiah. You didn't need the extra cool points. I should have known Josiah would have known them. Okay, so the Northeast. We've missed all kinds of good comments. We'll go back and check the comments.
If they're making comments, then they just missed a whole bunch of good content.
Yeah, why are you guys typing while we're talking? Don't start typing till we stop talking, and we need something to talk about.
I mean, which that is often, but you know.
For those of you who want to know the reference Josiah was talking about, it's Les Miserables, or sometimes pronounced Les Miserables. But I think it's Les Miserables. Okay, so if you've never seen Les Miserables, oh my God. Oh my God. I cried. Don't see the stupid movie though. If you watch the movie first, please don't do that to me, because then you'll go, what's wrong with you, Zach? Why would you recommend this? The movie's really bad. But if you ever have a chance to read the book or watch the stage play, the musical, I could go on for hours about Les Miserables. So let's go back to the Northeast real quick, and then excellent point about Atlanta. They've already sort of walled themselves off.
Yeah, I pay attention to these things as I'm driving around for hours.
Yes.
As I'm circling it. for
Hours. Hours.
Hint, hint.
If anyone's watching, hours. Okay, so Northeast, anything that can fall in the orbit of Philadelphia, Baltimore, New York City.
I mean, I bet you they have walls around their cities too.
They probably do.
So, yeah.
But all of that stuff's going to be its own thing because they're going to say we're the world's 5th largest economy or whatever it is. I think they're like the 9th largest. California is the 8th largest economy in the world, if it was its own country. And like that whole New England area is probably not far behind if you counted New York, you know, Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, Connecticut. What else is up there? Not much. Weirdos and liberals.
I see a problem with all that already. I mean, we can cut off their trade routes if they're isolated.
But they're going to do their own thing. And what's
We're going to cut off their trade routes.
Yeah.
And
yeah,
they're going to eat each other.
they're
They're into that.
yeah. Yeah, they're probably into that already, and we haven't cut them off yet. But that's gone. And they probably like get Maine and maybe New Hampshire. What else is up? What's north of Massachusetts, baby?
Hampshire, Vermont, New York, Maine.
Oh, New York is north of Massachusetts?
Well, I mean, it's to the west a little bit, but yeah.
It's hard to, you know, when you color in the map in 5th grade, it's kind of hard to really see where all that stuff is pointing, you know? Because all the names are out there in the Atlantic Ocean, and then they just got lines going to the states, you know, and so you don't really ever.
Yeah, well, just directly above is just Vermont, New Hampshire, and Maine.
Yeah. So you definitely lose. I don't know. I'm just saying. It's possible, like Maine and those crazy. There's some crazy rednecks in like Maine, Adam, Massachusetts, Western Massachusetts. So that's, you know, those people could do their own thing almost, and even northern New York. But let's just assume for the minute that they can't break away. There's too much gravity to that New York City, you know, that super metropolis between Boston.
Rape, murder, and mayhem.
Yes.
They like that stuff.
Yes.
All
Well,
right,
there's a gravity, you know, there's an inertia. Gravity. Let's say gravity. So they're gone. Everything north of Washington, D.C.
the Mason-Dixon line.
is gone. Yeah, well, really. Well, no, because actually Washington, D.C. is south of the Mason-Dixon line.
Well, I mean, I kind of like the White House. I mean, it's got a good name. And it's kind of big and spacious.
Let's hold that. Would you bring me one of those porters, please?
Bring you a quarter?
Quarter.
You trying to call
Call someone who cares.
That song did not age well.
I still like that song.
No, but kids today are not going, what the hell are they doing?
No, hey, why do you need a quarter to call someone? I heard an interview with Travis Tritt just recently. He was on Steven Crowder, and he was telling about how he wrote that song. And he wasn't a singer yet. He was a salesman for a
Susan, would you like to hear it? I will play it.
natural gas company. I don't know what he was selling propane and propane accessories. And his wife left him. He came home and the house was empty. And
I'm surprised she didn't take the house.
well, she called him back a few weeks later and said, well, let's try again. You know, maybe we should do that. He's like, you know what? No. And so he wrote that song.
Really?
Yes.
That's a good story.
Yeah. And then later he becomes Travis fucking Tritt. You know,
Good story.
it's a great story. So it's one of my new favorites. I mean, I've always liked the song, but now it just like jumped up 10 levels.
And he's thrown the word bitch in there. Here's a quarter, bitch.
Okay, so everything, whatever can get into the orbit of DC, New York City, Boston is lost. It's gone. Chicago.
Wait a minute, I thought we were keeping Washington. Close to the White House.
Yeah, no, I don't think you can pull it off. I think it's gone.
We gotta build our own.
Yeah, the house is white, but nothing else around. Dude, I swear to you, we're not racist. We are not white supremacists. I promise. Please trust me. Clarence Thomas is one of my heroes. See, I like
His
rap.
color, see his color?
I listen to rap. No, please don't accuse me of that. For a whole host of very personal reasons.
Oh, you want to hear it again? Wait a minute.
Okay, we're done. Yeah, let's move on. So what happens to the road? California, Washington, Seattle's gone. Let's say Washington, D.C. North is gone. Chicago You don't even have to worry about Chicago. It will fall apart within 3 days. It's not an issue. So what happens to the rest of the country? Does Texas make its own thing? Does Texas do its own thing?
I mean, they've threatened that already. I mean,
But if all the bad parts are gone, do they stay with the whole?
oh yeah, yeah. I mean, Houston will eat itself.
Houston and Austin both. You want to be weird, Austin? There used to be this bumper sticker in Austin, Texas called "Keep Austin Weird." That will last for about a weekend and a half. By Tuesday, y'all will be normal. Okay,
Where did all those immigrants go?
they're here. They're stuck.
I understand that, but
When there's no grass to cut anymore, you mean? I mean, how do they? When no one's building.
that's weird. I mean, it's.
Yeah.
But they're not going to be here long. That's what I was told.
Where will they be?
I don't know. Susan. No, Jen Salke. She said, "Oh, they won't be here long. We don't need to give them. We don't need to waste our vaccine on them." That sounds a little racist, you
see,
redheaded bitch.
See, J.A. Dudley is with us. That's why I don't. Please don't accuse me of racism, because like Mr. Dudley's here, and I have a deep and
We
abiding.
live free in the.
I only spent a weekend with Mr. Dudley, but it changed my life.
Who's Mr. Dudley?
A glorious black man. Okay, black man, glorious. Ah. He has a channel. You should watch his channel. He's
J.A. Dudley?
J.A. Dudley. Yeah.
He's local?
No, he's actually affiliated with Bear.
Okay, all right, yeah. I've seen, yeah, I've seen
Yeah, he's
it.
been
I've
on
seen
Bear's
it.
channel
Yeah,
a
I've seen
lot.
the video. All right.
Yeah, good video. We're making Jason Bradstreet laugh too much. That means it was worth it. Austin is hell. Yeah, it is.
Dudley, he must be skin folk, not kin folk. Or is it the other way around?
I don't know.
You don't even know what I'm talking about, do you?
Shalom, J.A. Dudley. I don't know what he's talking about. I'm just worried that we think I'm racist now. I know it means I won the argument, Bradstreet, but it doesn't feel like I won at that point, you know? I mean,
Why does everything have to be about race? You damn bigot.
I worry about it. Parrot Story. Oh, Parrot Story. Josiah, that was a moment in time. You know, I don't know if that will ever be achieved again. We could maybe tell the story of the Parrot Story.
Ooh, it's hot in here.
Yeah. I shut that stove down. We can open the door if you want.
I need to move this operation outside where I can smoke.
Smoke. You can go smoke. You want to come back?
I'm afraid you're going to talk about me when I leave, though.
Well,
I've got a-
but
you've
I'll talk
given-
about you when you're here, too.
you've
though,
given me a
what's the-
complex.
What's the problem? You got your phone. Just watch the live stream while you're outside.
Huh. He does get the joke, so it's all right.
Who's that?
Dudley.
Oh, he got the joke. Oh yeah, Dudley's a black white supremacist, like Larry Elder, the black face of white supremacy.
Get off race. I'm going to go smoke. Talk about guns or something. You're good at
I'm gonna tell you something, liberals. Listen to me, liberals. If you lose Larry Elder, and by the way, J.A. Dudley, if you lose those men, you've lost. All right? Now, white men, listen to me, white men, because some of you out there are white supremacists. I don't know that anyone on this live stream is a literal white supremacist, but some of you are white supremacists. Black folks in this country make up, last time I may get this wrong, but I think it's 11%. 11% of the country. So, if every black person in America voted for Joseph Stalin for president, Joseph Stalin couldn't be elected president. If every black person in America voted for Joe Biden for president, Joe Biden wouldn't be president. About 40% of white people voted for Joe Biden for president. And let's just say we gave the white supremacists their dream. You know, magic wand. You all heard the old joke. What's the old joke? Anyway, three guys find a magic lantern on a beach and they rub it, and the genie pops out, and the genie says, "Okay, you each get one of the three wishes." And the first guy says, "Well, I wish that all the black people would be back to Africa." And the second guy says, well, I wish all the Jewish people would be gone and go back to Israel. And the third guy says, well, all the black people are gone and all the Jewish people are gone. Well, I'll have a Coke. And the joke being, so we give the white supremacists everything they want, and we wave a magic wand, and there's nothing but white people left in America. What happens? Well, Clarence Thomas is gone. Larry Elder is gone. Condoleezza Rice is gone. J.C. Watts is gone. Oh, God, what was that? Herman Cain, even though he's actually literally gone, Herman Cain is gone. And we could go on and on and on and on and on about all these Thomas Sowell is gone. Who think about any black conservative, any of these high achieving. Candace Owens is gone. Poof, gone. Nancy Pelosi is still here. Hillary Clinton is still here. Adam Schiff is still here. Jerry Nadler is still here. Any of those weirdos out in Hollywood are still here. Caitlyn Jenner is still here. All of these weirdo. Planned Parenthood is still here. Not the NAACP. What's those people that? No, the ACLU. The ACLU is still here. The Democratic Party, the dirty, rotten, no good, slave owning, racist Democrat Party is still here. But Condoleezza Rice is gone. Clarence Thomas is gone. Thomas Sowell is gone. Herman Cain is gone. We haven't solved our problems. We still have a gigantic contingent of liberals and socialists and communists, and they all got, the color skin you wanted to keep. You haven't dealt with the problem, which is liberalism and socialism and communism and atheism and modernism, postmodernism. You haven't dealt with any of the isms. You got rid of all the black folks. You didn't solve a single one of the problems you thought you were going to solve. So stop it with the white supremacy horse shit. If we were all white, we'd still have the same issues. I have seen copious amounts of my blood. I have seen shocking amounts of my blood. It wasn't special. It looked pretty normal to me. So if you're one of the white supremacists, the problem is white people. Because even if every single black person voted one way all the time, it's not enough to move the needle. It's white people that are the problem. And I think we could convince black folks to come along with us if we practice what we preach. But anyway, that's my soapbox about racism. And in the end of the day, we all have a sin nature. We're all deeply flawed and deserving of death. None of us are worth a hill of beans. Okay, where are we at?
Damn, it's warm in here.
Timothy Young does not like Powell. You know what? So Timothy Young says that Colin Powell was a deep state stooge. All right, maybe not.
Man, he was a war criminal. I don't know about a deep state stooge.
Well, but he was a good general, and he
Those two statements don't make sense.
well, so Colin Powell wasn't this crazy slavering, liberal socialist commie. He was competent at his job, and he was moderate in his views, and moderation in this day and age is not a good thing. But he.
You know you're a racist when you overcompensate. The man was a war criminal.
How was he a war criminal? I've never heard this before. I have never heard that Colin Powell was a war criminal.
Okay.
Who was? Oh, if Colin was, and just but okay, let's assume.
No,
let's,
he got us into what, Iraq for weapons of mass destruction because he held up a little vial, said, "Oh, this is enough anthrax to kill the whole world."
But there were weapons of mass destruction. In
Bush
Iraq.
didn't find any.
Yeah, they
I
did.
watched the video. It says there's no mass.
No, that was a lie.
Weapons of mass
They
destruction.
found tons of weapons of WMDs in Iraq. What they didn't find was nuclear weapons. But if you actually carefully read what everyone says, everyone admits that there were large amounts of WMDs, weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. You would keep seeing it, what they would report at the time was, the American forces found another Iraqi depot, arms depot filled with nothing but artillery shells and highly concentrated insecticide.
So you tell me George Bush lied to me?
Yeah, well, George Bush, oh, there's some interesting things about George Bush, because he never tried to defend that record. Highly concentrated insecticide, another way to describe highly concentrated insecticide is nerve agent. Insecticide is a nerve agent. So when you have highly concentrated insecticide, you have nerve agent.
Maybe they were trying to get rid of the roach population.
And when you have highly concentrated nerve agent stored next to artillery shells, what you have is weapons of mass destruction. But they also found VX gas also in an artillery shell. There were definitely, they found 6 different biological weapons labs. And they, even like the New York Times reported, there were 6, they found 6 mobile chemical or biological weapons labs, but there was nothing in there but bleach. Well, how do you scrub a biological weapons? Well, you bleach. You scrub it with bleach.
I don't know that.
That's how you hide biological weapons, is with bleach. It was awful.
I mean, I've just learned that George Bush lied to me, and that you've blown my mind.
If you look at what they said when they were talking about when they were talking about the nuclear weapons program, the Iraq's nuclear weapons program, what they said was that they had intelligence to say that Iraq had tried to buy yellow cake uranium from Nigeria. That's what they claimed. They never claimed that Iraq had a nuclear weapons program. They claimed that Iraq had attempted to procure yellow cake uranium, I believe, from Nigeria. And that was the claim. And no one's ever disproven that claim. There were weapons of mass destruction. There were not nuclear weapons. And there was not an active nuclear weapons program. But no one claimed beforehand that...
That burp stunk. Sorry about that.
Sorry. I used to have a messiah complex about George W. Bush. I really liked George, but I served under George W. I'd served 4 years under the Clintons, and then 9/11 happened, and I got recalled under Bush, and he stood on that burned out bus and said, I hear you, and soon the people that did this will hear you. It was a moment. I was.
Yeah. That's what blows my mind. I like Bush also, but now you're blowing my mind. Tell me he lied to me.
Wait, okay, so he did lie to you, but how are you thinking he lied to you?
He said there was no weapons of mass destruction.
Yeah, but there were weapons of mass destruction.
That means he lied.
Yeah, he did. And he lied against himself. And this is the problem with Republicans. Oh, well, we got to play fair. Oh, we'll be nice. Oh, well, the New York Times said it, so I guess I won't argue with them. But there were unequivocally, beyond a shadow of a doubt, undeniably, weapons of mass destruction in Iraq. There was not a nuclear weapons program, but no one ever claimed there was. What they claimed was that they had attempted to buy yellow cake uranium. And the intelligence bears that out, by the way.
I'm sorry, pal.
But my point was, Colin Powell might be a war criminal, but if he is, so is Norman Schwarzkopf. Norman Schwarzkopf, he's Schwarzkopf. You recognize it's Schwarzenegger, Schwarzkopf. So
Schwarzenegger's a war criminal also?
well, I'm just saying it's a very German name. So Arnold Schwarzenegger's
I
like
thought he was like Austria or something.
yeah, well, Austrian, but it's a Germanic people, German language. Austria speaks German; they're Germanic people. But so Schwarzkopf is this, prototypical Germanic warrior type, and he was just as neck deep in it all as Colin Powell was.
Schwarzenegger was?
Yeah, didn't you see the movie? Knock, knock.
You were blowing my mind tonight.
Get to the chopper.
That's not a tumor.
It's not a tumor. Did you see a single movie he was ever in? Clearly he was there.
All right.
You can tell Chuck Norris wasn't there because we didn't win. I wonder what
I'd vote for Chuck Norris, damn it.
So my point being, okay, Colin Powell, if Colin Powell's the problem, so is Norman Schwarzkopf. So you wave a magic wand, you get rid of all the black people, and Colin Powell's gone. But if Colin Powell's a war criminal, so is Norm. You missed all that. You were gone for all that.
Why don't you bring black people into this? You
That's
are
what-
racist.
that's what we were
You keep
talking
making
about.
up-
You were
big.
out smoking
You were,
your-
you were worse than the liberals. You make everything about race. I mean, my phone is black. Is that okay, Zach?
I'm good with it. Are you okay with it?
You're the one bringing race into it.
This is. I sure hope Mr. Dudley didn't just give up and throw his hands up. in the
Dudley's
air
on
and
my
walk away.
side. What are you talking about?
He probably would be actually if you talked to him.
Oh, I do every day. Me and Dudley are tight.
Oh, Mr. Dudley.
Okay. Hey, Mike, how you doing? Oh, Jay Dudley's still here. His phone is crazy, so he's in the middle of the line.
Oh, he's one of those riding the fence guys. Pick a side, Dudley.
Pick a side, Dudley.
Stranded 360 votes Ron Paul.
I don't.
There's only 28 people watching us. What is wrong?
It's half of what it was last week.
I thought last week was good. I thought we should
Yeah,
pick up
we're-
at least 10 more.
Yeah, where are they at? We should be at 61 this week. Okay.
28, and we were being amusing again too. But I was talking about race.
It's a matter of opinion.
I was puking, vomiting up about race. And,
Do you,
College
Do you
football.
feel better?
I don't. I'm still worried.
Well, I don't think you're racist, so that's all that matters.
Well, I appreciate that. But you know, I have deeply personal reasons why I want to make sure no one thinks I'm a
Sure they
racist.
have lots of mountains.
I mean, I think only a racist would worry about that. A normal person would like, that's normal. What are you talking about?
I'm worried about it. I don't want to run
I
off.
think there's a little bit of racism in there.
I don't want to run off family.
I'm just kidding. That's a joke. I mean, you can't go to your cry closet. You tore it apart.
Break out the squad rifle. We're going to actually be talking
Oh, you
about.
want to hear Let's Go Brandon again?
We're going to be talking about the squad rifle in tomorrow's video, Bob Jones. It will make a.
It's still in pieces.
No, it's not. It's completely assembled and functional.
I'm sure it doesn't work.
It works
No,
fine.
I've never seen that rifle fire.
I have shot it on. I have a video on the channel of me shooting that rifle.
And you're a great editor. You also have a video of a tomahawk sticking into a piece of wood.
But Bob Jones, we will the BOF rifle will make an appearance in tomorrow's video. American middle class gun owners and our belief in Constitution and God is the biggest threat to the globalist central bankers. They must destroy us. Yes. Hey, J.A. Dudley. Thank you for being with us, sir. Congratulations on the baby, but I know it's been a while now. That baby is probably about a year old now, if I'm not mistaken. Well, 6 months. I don't know. However old the baby is. Congratulations. Chuck Norris Gun Club is with us. Boom. I don't think we've seen Chuck Norris in a while. Hunter Kirk is 22 Hornet. Everyone's saying goodnight to Dudley. Okay, Mr. Dudley is left the building. What are we talking about? 22 Hornet is a pretty cool round. That's what they're talking about. It's interesting. It's an older round. It was ahead of its time. Stranded 360, we're not going to approve that message. Funny, but we're not going to approve it. 22-250 looks pretty good. Chuck Norris, may I compliment the gentleman on his beard? You can. It's a great beard. By the way, we only had 2 of the Imperial Expedition Stouts. Now we're drinking. Shit, you're 2 into those?
I'm 2.5 into those, buddy.
Dear Lord, I gotta stop talking so much. See,
This
this
is whoa. You've drank more tonight than you have any other live stream. You always drink 1, and I'll drink 4. It makes me look like a damn alcoholic. You jackass.
Well, if you want me to drink more, you got to talk more. That's how that works. I can't drink when I'm doing all the
I'd rather
talking.
drink than talk, so we're good.
I'd rather drink than listen to you talk. So,
We're still good.
yeah, Hunter Kirk, I saw that today too. Springfield was bringing out a high power, which is pretty cool. I really like the high power.
Sorry, my wife keeps mentioning my name, so I have to keep looking over there. Have I given you permission to talk?
Hold on.
You need written permission to talk.
Hold on a second.
Have you gotten that permission?
Jeff's mother is calling him. We'll resume the live stream momentarily.
Hello? Hello? Ice. Yes, I am a straight white male, and there is a Aztecian princess speaking in my presence without permission. I want you to come abort her ass. No, deport her ass, I said.
I think if she was really an Aztecian princess, she would know.
What? Joe Biden disbanded ICE. Oh, fuck, I've been foiled again.
Curses!
Those damn kids.
Curses! Amish conspiracy. What octane is those beers? Well, Mike, this one is 10.5%. These are probably only 5.5. 5.9. We are so getting a damn copyright strike.
I've paused it like every 30 seconds. What did I have to say? Hey, wife, what am I supposed to say when we play a song?
I don't own the rights.
I don't own the rights to Let's Go Brandon by Lazo Alexander.
Lazo Alexander! He does not give lap dances to the devil.
So we get to play the song all we want.
I bet Lazo's got a good sense of humor, and he wouldn't care if we played snippets of his song. Willie Nelson, on the other hand, the damn dirty environmentalist leftist, apparently he's got it in for the revolting man and the bearded gringo. He does. Because he stole... I didn't even monetize that stupid live stream. It wasn't monetized.
So it was Willie Nelson who?
Well, I don't know who owns the song. For all I know, it's some Chinese conglomerate.
Is he still alive, Willie?
Yes. He cut his braids off, though.
Yeah, I can see that.
Will 6mm Remington ever be available again? Montana Plainsman, I don't know that I'm even familiar with 6mm Remington.
Tillian.
Golden Money. What is Golden Money? I thought it was called the Golden Monkey.
What's the Golden Monkey?
I don't know. Just don't drink Golden Monkey. Money?
Don't drink Golden Monkey?
Money. I thought
No,
it was,
it says monkey.
yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I was asking, because up here it says money,
What's Golden Monkey?
and I thought it was Golden Monkey.
What is Golden Monkey?
It's monkey piss.
No, don't drink it. You heard it here.
Yeah.
If we had to tell you, then you no longer have an excuse.
It is
Don't drink
hazardous
the
for
monkey
your
piss.
health.
But anyway, California doesn't circumcise.
Isaac can't find 380 anywhere.
It's considered elective surgery. So they're having.
Hey, did you guys see anything about, they are talking about banning wood stoves in America? Okay, Adam, so there's some truth to this. They're banning wood stove, or have banned wood stoves in California.
Yeah, I thought that was going on for a while.
Yeah, they did that a few years ago. They banned wood stoves in California.
They banned circumcision too.
In
They
California?
didn't ban it, they just won't do it in hospitals anymore it's called elective surgery, so they have to pay extra for it to get it done.
Wood stoves and circumcision, what's left?
Wild.
They've taken
But you can poop on the streets, damn it.
they've taken it all from us now, man. There's nothing left.
Yeah. But they'll never get married.
Somebody approved that Stranded 360 comment. That one should never have been held for review.
What happened?
Stranded 360 had a comment that was held for review, and it needs to be. Oh yeah, Isaac. They banned chainsaws and lawnmowers too. They banned all small gas motors. So, battery powered chainsaws have come a long way, and they're just now getting to the point where they're viable.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: it takes like 2 to 3 hours to charge a battery, but you can run a battery out in an hour. So you've got to have 3 batteries, and you got to be able to charge 2 of them while you're cutting.
After that, they'll ban electricity.
Well, exactly. They don't even have the electrical.
The windmills
grid.
can't keep up with charging
Yeah.
the battery.
They have blackouts already. Now you can't mow your yard without a damn electrical cord. Hey, Jackie Davenport. It's good to see you, sir.
I looked it up just to
Wait a minute.
confirm it, 'cause
I don't believe that for a second.
What?
Because they're,
it's considered
never mind.
What? The small engines in California?
Yes.
No, it's true.
No, there's too many yard workers in
No,
living there.
I kid you
no,
not.
no.
I
They
know.
would all be out of a job.
I know. I
No,
know.
I'm not saying it, but
It makes.
you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, no, the Mexicans. The Mexicans would never vote for this.
They would never get a job.
But it's true. It passed. All by 2024, all small gas motorcycles,
Again, my brain has
Four-wheelers?
been blown.
chainsaws, leaf blowers, all of it. It's all now. You can't sell them. So if you've got old ones, you can keep your old ones
Oh,
going.
okay. Oh, they're just bringing them in.
But so Arizona and Nevada are going to get rich selling lawnmowers to Californians.
But then all the Californians will move to Arizona and change those laws too.
But
I don't get that.
But you see, when all the Californians leave California, there may be a ripe real estate opportunity in California. All the liberals, they shit all over the place and left. Then we can all go to California.
I did vote for Trump there, so.
well, Boston's they're always going to get more of
Yeah, well, Lance Corporal Veterans got the point. I've learned that in California there is the law, and then there is what everyone does regardless. It's a third world country. Like, oh yeah, we got laws, we think.
Why is it a third world country?
Because they
Because it's full of Mexicans?
Because they pass laws and don't
You're
follow
a
them.
racist.
I am a...
I see why Dudley left now.
Damn it. Got me.
You got me on this joke. We're gonna be on it all night.
I
As a
thought,
matter of fact, we need to. Does that piss you off that a black man is singing this?
like, Bob Jones has a good point. Gavin Newsom watches the Babylon Bee for the ideas on his next policies. I mean, it's true.
Damn, we lost Matthew Gonza. Or has he just showed up?
Who?
Matthew.
Oh, Goza. Shalom, Matthew. Yeah, he's just, shalom means hello.
I thought that also meant goodbye.
I guess it could.
Okay.
Okay, where were we at? We got a woman in the chat.
Can we restart? I think
We got
this is went south. Can we just restart?
Missy Arnold. We got a woman. There's a girl in here.
She's lost.
She's in the,
She's lost.
she was looking for makeup tutorials. Ah! No, I'm kidding.
Maybe a
We're-
beard trimming tutorial.
It's great. It's great to have you, Missy. We don't get many women. Biddy left earlier, so. Yeah, well, Timothy Young's also got a point. The laws only get enforced if you piss them off, and that's the point. Oh, we don't like you, so we'll enforce the laws, but
No, it's the laws only get enforced if you don't agree with their rhetoric.
yeah.
Yeah. You can shit on the street and it's fine. You can even kill somebody if you're.
Oh, Missy's not a woman. Missy's
You misgender somebody.
I misgendered someone.
You bigot.
Oh, Missy, I'm so sorry.
misgendered.
I assumed your gender. Oh, man, I'm an asshole. Look, you can be a racist, but you cannot assume someone's
You
gender.
will not assume someone's gender in my presence.
Jackie, you can see what the topics are tonight. We don't have a really good topic.
Yeah, we're just all over the place. Throwing darts.
Okay, so Missy was born a man but loves women, so he's a transgendered lesbian?
Man, he was born. Hold on. Let me wrap my brain around this. You were born a man, and you love women. You're normal. That's,
Hey, someone show Jimmy D. Isaac, get Jimmy D's message shown too. Why would they not show that? Jimmy D, your message got held for review for some reason. Hey, Jimmy, how you doing, sir? Gun Daddy's in the house. And his comment got held for review.
so it's AI doing this,
Yeah.
and it's not someone just having to watch this.
No.
So it's actually AI.
Jimmy D's comment, no
Yeah,
woman
see?
would come in here with you monkeys, was held for review.
That's sexist and racist.
Oh,
I
jeez.
see why you got banned.
Damn it, Jimmy. What are you saying on other live streams that they're watching you so close?
Are we live?
Hey, Tactical Homestead, how are you, sir? We are live. He's a lesbian. Woohoo! Jimmy D Nudes Review. Matthew Goza is located right on the border next to Mexico. These people are coming over here illegally, are very ungrateful. They are pissed off they don't have air conditioner or a way to charge their phones.
Kinda sounds like my wife.
That's what you get from marrying a Mexican.
Shit. I should
All
have
she wants is air
I,
conditioning and a charger.
I did not have a long-term goal for this.
Fortunately, you have an air conditioner and a phone charger, so you should be okay.
That's for you, Susan.
Wajajinski,
Yeah, I can't pronounce her name.
Wajawakazniak-Ginsky. Tactical Homestead has fired his channel back up. I will go check out your channel. I think I'm subscribed already because I haven't done any subscription purges in a long time. So we will go. If you want to, Tactical Homestead, if you want to post the link to your channel, one of the moderators will approve it. I don't even know which moderator. Oh, Isaac's still here, so
There's so many. Everybody's a moderator.
So the Sasquatch is a moderator, but I think he snuck out because I haven't seen him in a while. And Wes S is a moderator, but he's probably out doing his own live stream right now. Because
What's he live stream about? We should watch his live stream while we're making that live stream.
Jackie, yes, that is a resounding yes. I lost my phone, so I don't have your phone number anymore. But text me, and we will definitely. That is a trade I would make in a heartbeat.
He lost his phone, but text him.
Well, Jackie's got my phone number
But you lost your phone. How's he gonna text you?
because my phone's not the controlling thing here. His phone is. You know what, Jackie?
No.
Facebook.
If he texts you, you have to have a phone
No,
to receive it
Okay,
on.
okay, I'm sorry. Now I see. Now I do have a phone,
Okay.
but I do not have the phone that his number was
You
in.
need to clarify this shit before you start making ridiculous statements.
Hunter Kirk.
This is the last time you'll see the Bearded Gringo on the Revolting Man channel.
Over. Remember when
Sayonara.
Bear got rid of Squid? Squid.
They had a falling out.
I don't know if they had a falling out, but they parted ways. I think it was amicable.
That was a bold statement you just made then. Because you assumed they had a falling out.
Well, I didn't. I just said he was no longer on the videos.
No,
He
no.
just no longer appears.
No, you're making a lot of assumptions tonight.
No, you assumed that I assumed, but I didn't assume what you assume I assumed.
Someone sitting at this table assumed something.
You assumed three things. You assumed that I assumed what you assumed I assumed.
But my assumption was right.
No, your assumption was wrong.
Or correct. I can't English right.
Chuck Norris Gun Club was tailed tonight by the police. They were scared, Chuck Norris. They wanted protection. They were just trying to stay close to you.
Yeah, but he's way better.
What do you do for water? I am on Oklahoma Regional Water and like to get off of it. Hey, Timothy Young, we actually have a Berkey water filter. Now, I would have never.
He's on city water. Don't let him fool you.
No, I am on city water, but then we run the city water through our Berkey water filter. That makes it sound like I live in the city. You just completely stole all my credibility.
We are all about honesty on the Revolting Man.
I'm about appearances.
Obviously, because you're just cutting out.
Can't you tell?
I don't have running
Look-
water.
look
we
at
have
all
this
this.
Berkey. We have to go down to the creek and fill it up.
I didn't say that.
That's what you were.
You assume that I said that. We have. I will show you right now. I will turn this thing around. Look at it. The bearded gringo is off the live stream.
He has a Berkey. Okay.
Where's it at? Oh, there it is. So we've got the Berkey and
With the city water.
with the city water, and then we drink and cook from Berkey. And fine, we'll let the bearded gringo back since you all like him so much.
If you're not being insulted, you will be entertained.
So that's my long-term plan. Now I have lots of
What,
sons.
stay on city water?
No, the I have lots of sons, and I have a stream at the bottom of my place. So if I needed to, I could have sons fill up. Not that we do this now, but we could have boys fill up buckets at the stream, dump them in the Berkey, and we'd be fine.
Yes, that's what you call running water. Run down to the stream and get the
Run down
water.
the stream and get the water. But right now we are on city water. We don't live in the city. The city nearest us runs water.
We don't
through
live
our
in the
own-
city, the city lives in us.
You can take the boy out of the city, but you can't take the city out of the boy.
Take the girl out of the trailer park, but you can't take the trailer park out of the girl.
Yahweh and I, shalom. Okay, if you can't afford Berkey, build one or one with another filter. There are better filters than Berkey, but it is a nice product. What is the better filter than Berkey? It's standard 360. Honestly, I haven't looked. We were gifted this. You are so full of shit. Listen to this guy. We were both gifted Berkeys by our employer.
I don't have city water.
You do have city water.
I don't use it though, damn it.
And he has a perfectly good Berkey sitting in his kitchen that he refuses to use because he's scared of his wife.
What does my wife have to do with the Berkey?
She doesn't let you use the Berkey.
Why would she let me use the Berkey?
Why won't she let you use the Berkey?
Because I've told her that we're saving it for when the grid goes down. I want my filter to be pristine. He's gonna be running over here. I use my filter with my city water. No, it don't work. Can I run my water? Can I run my stream water through your Berkey?
Hey,
I'm gonna
don't,
say no,
don't we have spare filters somewhere?
no,
No? Oh,
no,
we don't have any spare filters.
no. He doesn't.
Wah, wah, wah. We'll need to get spare filters. We'll put them on the list.
How long is that list?
Oh, we gotta start. Mike Farmer, what channels are you watching? He saw a girl use her undies, rocks, and sand. I tell you what, that's the only filter I'd use. I'd watch water purify all day long.
Because it comes pretty wet.
When are we gonna revolt? I have no idea,
We're
man.
not revolting now. I feel like I'm revolting.
Oh, Jackie, you're right. I do a great poker face, but I won't be able to do it on demand right now. You got to catch me in the right moment. But I do Lady Gaga pretty good.
Yeah, he does that.
My poker face. Here am I, oh here my poker face. He that love nobody. There was a year there where Jackie and I spent a lot of time together. A lot of time. You still shooting the Creedmoor, Jackie? We have not yet begun to fight. Your ballet skills are showing. I haven't taken ballet in years. It was years since I've taken any ballet. And I regret it every day.
Gay much?
No, I was doing river dance, not ballet.
What is that noise?
Is that my makeup rattling around in my purse?
No, do you hear that? Right? That bzzz.
It can go really bad really quick. Are you joking or are you serious?
Shh. I'm listening. Ah, found it. It's above us.
Oh, it's the stink bug. I thought you were setting up a joke. I'm like, here we go.
No, when I try setting up jokes, you just keep right on talking and don't let me finish it.
you gotta jump in there now, man. If a joke is worth telling, it's worth talking over somebody.
No, it's gotta flow naturally.
It's gotta develop. It's gotta evolve.
It's gotta marinate.
All right, so we need a signal so when you're gonna tell a joke, I know to shut up.
All right, I'll do this.
And I say it with a passion as I pull off in the Aston.
This never gets
Oh,
old.
Jackie Davenport, you swore to me that 6mm Creedmoor was the best deer cartridge ever designed, and now you're shooting 30-06.
It's Jackie Mel.
What a fud! What a fud! 30-06s for old people. Yes, Jackie is a male.
To assume your gender.
I think we need to approve Timothy Young's comment too.
What's his comment?
He says that Gaga is a devil worshiper.
Why do we have to? Oh,
I don't know why they had reviewed that. Are you not allowed to have opinions about Lady Gaga's religious beliefs?
you are not allowed to have an opinion at all.
And Creedmoor is for hipsters.
Man, that stink bug is getting on my nerves.
Not gay, you have socks on. How did you know I have socks on? I do have socks on, by the way. But I have no idea what that has to do with being gay. Do gay people not wear socks? I thought they would wear like rainbow socks, like really bright colored.
I don't
Or
know.
gay people wear hosiery. They wouldn't really wear socks, would they? They wear hosiery.
Yeah, could be.
Okay, Tactical Homestead dropped a link to his channel. It didn't come up yet, Tactical Homestead, but when it does, someone will approve it. I don't know why that didn't come up yet. If it doesn't come up, Tactical Homestead, I will put it in the description. But it should have come up, and a moderator should be able to approve it. Okay, Jackie says no, the Creedmoor is good for paper, but the ballistic and performance is garbage. And after further review, and for the other guy, Hog Hammers, they are from Barron's 100% copper bullets. They have the all copper bullets have more penetration. Yeah, Tactical Homestead, Isaac is looking out for your link, so try again, and he will approve it as soon as it comes through. I do not own anything more.
Why are you in this superhero pose?
Dun, dun, dun. Well, I was doing ballet earlier, so I was trying to even it out. Bum, ba, bum. Can't you see? I wore my shirt that shows my nipples.
Why are you standing up?
Try to show my nipples.
What? They don't want to see
There
your
it is, there it
nipples.
is. There's my nipples.
They don't want to see. Susan, ban this motherfucker.
Austin Riley's 2-out RBI knock. Cuts Braves deficit in half in the bottom of the whatever that was. We're down to 23 people. I should have showed my nipples earlier.
I don't think we've had more than 20. Well,
28 was the most I saw.
damn.
Oh, Hunter Kirk uses 3rd of 30.
Is it a holiday? Is someone else doing a live stream?
Emmanuel Goldstein's trying to start a fight. Listen to this. He missed a comment about batoning being better than a hatchet. Ooh, Chuck Norris uses a 300 Win Mag.
Wait a minute. What?
Boom!
I heard batoning. What did it say?
It's better than a hatchet.
I agree. That's a smart man. I'm assuming you're a man, but
Not if you're batoning. You can't assume someone who batons is a man. He's
that was such a great setup. Oh,
French. He's French.
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon.
let's go batoning.
I don't know why that Jimmy D, they held that one for review too.
On Mize Road.
Chuck Norris says that we can assume his gender. Okay, so we do have a girl in the chat. Boom! 4570 is the future.
I don't know, what's their address?
Or does he live at his mom's house?
Let's go, Brandon. Let's go, Brandon. No, I do not have a rifle more. Well, what?
You can't say that. It's got to be "Let's go, Brandon."
Why can't you say that? I have seen horrific comments in
There's
live
no
streams.
freedom of speech on this platform.
That's true.
This video we'll never see tomorrow. It's
So-
going to be put as
For those of you who don't have inside information, Matt Oddinger's comment was held for review. Check the chat and you'll see why. Do you believe the city hordes will make it to the rural country, or do you think they will get bogged down in the suburbs? Seems 50-50 on
Did he say the
premise.
city whores?
Yeah, city
I
hordes.
hope they make it to
I
the
hope
country.
so. I hear they got some high class hookers in the city. Now that was a good setup.
Yeah.
Well done. I'm glad I didn't talk over that one. Well, there's some city whores out here. These country whores are getting old. I mean, they're nice and all, but the meth just gets in the way of every. No teeth. No teeth. All right, I can't do it.
I don't know. The teeth make no teeth makes it kind of better. But
Well, it depends on what you're doing.
yeah.
I am of the opinion that the city hordes will not make it to the country.
Oh, he said hordes.
Hordes.
I actually thought he said horse.
Oh, you thought he said hordes.
That wasn't a joke. I thought they said
I thought it was
hordes.
a joke. It was the funniest thing you've ever said.
My mistake.
God, you had me. I was rolling.
I assumed he said horse.
I'm about to high five you. No, I don't think
I
this.
can fall into a joke every once in a while.
I don't think the city hordes will make it out here.
You said horse again.
I don't think them city hordes will make it out here. Them suburban people got all the money,
Bad Jeff. You're a Christian.
and you know them suburban women don't put out.
You know what they say in how?
I don't think they'll make it out here because walking on an empty stomach is very, very hard.
I mean, walking period is
walking
hard.
is very, very hard.
I mean, they're all
And
fat and overweight. I mean,
yeah,
if a fat person says name something you can't do, I mean, jumping jacks, run a mile, live past 42.
yeah, nice. That's good. I'm glad I let that one go too.
Yeah, I stole that from somebody.
Yeah. Well, I don't.
Tom McDonald.
I don't think they'll make it out here. They definitely won't make it out here, where we're at, because you'd have to walk a week, almost a week, on an empty stomach, and then just randomly show up, down some random dirt road. Chuck Norris Garden Club wants to know if he can get a 458 SOCOM for under $2,000. You can't get one round of 458 SOCOM for under $2,000.
I don't even know what that is.
It's this big ass round that has a little tiny
What do you shoot it at?
AR.
Okay. This gun stuff is new to me.
Free bird is the code word, but what's the safe word?
Now she's on Hillside.
So I don't think they'll get here. It's way too much work.
They will eat each other before they get here.
Yeah.
Usually really good.
And by the time they get here, it's going to be kind of, it's going to be like Rick and Shane killing zombies, where they're walking up and down the fence line, stabbing them in the head as they go, and they're talking about other stuff while they're killing zombies.
I know Rick killed Shane, so
Rick did kill Shane. That was an epic fight.
that pissed me off. I mean, Shane was the shit.
But he was a shit. He was the shit
No.
and a shit.
Rick turned into Shane.
No, Rick turned into a bitch.
No, Rick turned into Shane.
No, Rick was always a bitch.
You didn't watch that up. You didn't watch what season was it with Alexander? And he's saying like I don't know.
The
Whatever.
last season I watched was when Negan showed up.
Yeah, that was after I was like, yeah, Rick turned into Shane.
He must have done it after the season I watched because he was a total bitch.
You didn't watch.
Just whining and crying, and
When was he whining? We
he
did
had an
not.
RPG. He had an RPG, and he handed it to Negan instead of blowing his ass into a pig. No, Rick does not get Let's Go Brandon.
No, we did not watch the same series.
Negan pulls up to the front gate and says, "Y'all give
Did
me
you
all."
see him punch that gay guy?
Well,
Knocked his ass right on the ground.
fine, sure, okay, I'll give him that. He punched a gay guy. Ooh. Who hasn't?
Shane would have. Shane would have kicked him while he's down.
Negan rolls up to a locked gate, says, "Give me all your guns." And Rick's like, "Here's my guns." And he gives him the RPG. He could have popped over that gate with the RPG and ended the whole season
It
right
was
there.
a trick.
Pink mist.
It was a trick.
Pink mist.
You do understand Negan ended up in Rick's prison.
So I didn't get
Appear
that far.
weak when you were strong.
I didn't get that far. The last thing I saw, now who I was mad about was Abraham. I loved Abraham. That was the redheaded guy. Hey, when you were mixing the Bisquick, did you mean to make pancakes? That was one of the greatest lines in movie history.
I do recall Negan.
Beat his ass in with a baseball bat.
Spoiler alerts.
Spoiler alert. I was like, I'm done with this show.
I stopped watching it when Rick killed Shane. I was like,
There was a lot of good
another
show
man's
left.
banging your wife, and you're gonna have the gall to kill him.
No, you had to go and not kill him for a while. No. So it was really good up until Alexandria. And I was so excited for the, can't remember the black character's name.
Of course you don't.
Let's
Let's give him.
Screw you, asshole. Oh, but I was always
You
looking
wanted
forward.
me to talk. You get what you asked for. We had a discussion before we started live streaming. He goes, Jeff, please say something. You're boring my fans to tears. I was like, okay, motherfucker. You may not like what you get.
Ah, screw you. Anyway, I was really looking forward to that guy coming
What's his
back.
name again? Come on.
I don't know.
Inquiring minds
like-
want to know.
Walter. We'll call him Walter. Was Emmanuel in it? I can't remember. It wasn't the preacher. It was the guy that Rick met like
T-Dog. You don't remember T-Dog?
T-Dog. It was Tyrell.
I'm going to smoke.
Rick met him early in the first season.
T-Dog.
It wasn't T-Dog.
It wasn't T-Dog. Oh, oh man, that was the greatest character. Oh my
Yeah, he
God.
was awesome.
What was his name? Fuck. He did the crossover with the other. You're right. He does have an unforgettable name.
They're saying T-Dog too, but it wasn't
No,
T-Dog.
it wasn't
T-Dog
T-Dog.
was the big guy who had the
It was
hammer.
the guy he met in season 1. I mean, the first episode where he has his son.
Yeah, the guy has a son.
What was his name? Damn.
West Virginia banjo vibes.
All right, think of it. I'll think of it when I go. I mean, I will Google it when I go smoke.
Okay. Thank you, Jackie. It's good to see you, brother. T-Dog is dead. Gabriel. Is it Gabriel? Someone said Gabriel. I don't know. Anyway, I was so excited for that character to come back. He shows back up in Alexandria, and I'm like, yes! And the season sucked. It was awful. And black guys have a rough time in zombie apocalypse. No, it wasn't the priest Emmanuel Goldstein. This guy he was in the like I said, the very first episode or the second episode, and then that was it. He was gone. He never came back. And then he comes back in Alexandria. He's got the stick, and he's like all Buddhist now, and he doesn't want to kill anybody. But then of course he starts killing people again later. Morgan, I think it was Morgan. That sounds right. So I was really excited for Morgan to show up. And then the season sucked. You can approve that one too, Isaac. I don't know why they held that for review. I don't know why they held that for review, and then we haven't seen Tactical Homestead's link come up, so. I have not watched Fear the Walking Dead. I would like to see it. But anywho, I loved Morgan. I thought that was a great episode. And then he shows back up and he's a Buddhist and he doesn't want to kill anybody. And I'm like, what world are you living in? How are you still alive? How did you get past the cannibals? And the zombie, it made no sense. And then Rick's like, I just don't want to lose any more people. And he keeps losing people no matter what. And the more of a bitch he becomes, the more people he loses. And it's just like, Anyway, but I loved The Walking Dead for a long time. Season 1, Season 2, the prison. Oh, the governor. The governor was awesome. Oh, he was still really good when they brought him back, and I know why they brought him back, because he was so good. So they brought the governor back, and he was still good. If you had to choose one gun in the zombie apocalypse, what would it be? I think it would still be the AR-15 for a whole host of reasons. The primary one being that there's going to be the greatest chance of finding ammunition. Now there's a whole, I mean, it's still the best possible choice, you know, lightweight, easily controllable, super reliable in the field. There's what people don't get about the AR-15. In field conditions, it's crazy reliable, far more reliable than the AK-47. But the biggest single issue above all others, forget the fact that it's just the pinnacle of rifle design in the history of rifle design, is that ammunition and magazines will be the most likely to be available. Jarrett walked in at the wrong time of this chat. I don't know what you trying to say I'm not being entertaining, Jarrett? What the hell, man? That's painful. That's hurtful. That was hurtful, Jarrett. Oh yeah, and spare parts, Chuck. You know what? I'm not over it yet, Jarrett. I'm on a sulk for a minute. That was hurtful. You did miss some good parts earlier, though.
I said, well, you'll have to back out and I'll drive us home.
Chuck Norris Gun Club is saying that you have to swap the barrel after 6,000 rounds max. I'm assuming he's talking about the AR-15. I would respectfully disagree. There's so many different barrel manufacturers out there. I'm sure that is true for some of them. I want to say the military standard was 15,000 rounds. Don't quote me on that, though. I know in the 4 years in the Marine Corps, I shot the same rifle, well, like 3.5, whatever it was, after I got out of training, got to the fleet. And I was in the infantry, and we shot a lot of stinking rounds. And they never changed the barrel on my rifle. Oh, Jared, we were talking about The Walking Dead. Well, so all you need to know about The Walking Dead, Jared, is watch seasons 1 through 7, and then forget about it.
Morgan. His name is Morgan.
More, they've all come. How about Apocalypse Now? I've never seen Apocalypse Now.
Oh yeah, that was pretty, I mean, it was a weird movie, but I love the smell of napalm in the
I
morning.
love this. I've seen that part. And also when he's staring, well, you know what I've seen is I saw the first. What's that parody with Charlie Sheen in it?
Hot Shots or
Hot Shots. I saw Hot Shots, which was pretty much a parody of Apocalypse
or
Now.
Hot Shots 2. I think
Well,
Hot Shots was a parody
It's
of
not
Top
Hot Shots
Gun.
2. It's part 2.
Or
Oh, that's what it was. You're right. You're right. Hot Shots was Top Gun. Hot Shots Part 2 is Apocalypse Now. Good point. Dansby Swanson hits a solo home run in the bottom of the 7th. The Braves tie the Astros 2-2.
I like I broke my fucking ankle walking off your damn steps.
The bottom one?
Yeah, you need to fix that
I
shit.
should fix that. But after that crack you made earlier, maybe
deserved
I
it.
shouldn't.
Which one?
Uh,
I've made a lot. Jeff brought his A game tonight.
Okay, what are some good mouse guns? I need something to carry in my pocket. I am not a fan of pocket pistols.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like a good place to carry your gun, but
No. I'm just saying, if you need a gun, then carry it where you can get to it.
wait a minute. Whoa, time out. You cannot talk about needing guns. There are more unput together guns in this house. If someone broke in, you'd be better off throwing children at it. Here, take this 2-year-old. I got a 5-year-old and a 7-year-old and a few teenagers.
I got a few between 2 and 5.
Well-
I don't have to go straight to 5 from 2. I can have to throw a few more in there.
You gotta keep some of them. You can't
Yeah.
sacrifice them all to the robber.
I got a key lighter.
Time out. Let me put my gun together.
Wait. It's in pieces. There are some that are assembled. And when it comes to pistols, they're all assembled. The only ones that are... So, I've got one AR completely set up.
We don't care.
No, I got one AR completely set up. Now, if it's not the right AR for the situation, I can swap out an upper real quick. If the robber will just take a few seconds.
Time out. You know.
Wait.
So, that's why you have the broke first step. He has to if he breaks his leg
Oh,
on the
my
first
ankle! Ow! Hold on, I'm gonna rob you in a second. Ow!
step. Good, take your time. I gotta put my gun together.
Then there's the 12 gauge pump, which is probably where I'm going anyway.
Nah, just throw children in.
And then there's the 410 brake action.
That 2-year-old give him hell.
Yeah, well, that's true. That might be as effective as anything else. But my problem with pocket pistols is why? And now I'll say this. I have a pocket pistol. It's an EC9S and 9mm. It's supposed to be Mariah's.
So I like playing pocket pool.
Yes. And so if I'm going to like church or something where I don't want to freak out the normies, or if I'm somewhere where they like, you can't have a pistol in here, I'll slide that.
Like church. I mean,
Like-
that's the first place you should be carrying a gun.
Oh, I agree, 100%. You can't claim to be a Christian if you don't carry a pistol, concealed weapon. That was the last instruction Christ gave us before his crucifixion. If you're not carrying a concealed weapon, sell whatever you got to do to go get yourself a concealed weapon. And only 2 of the disciples were in compliance at that time. Jorge Soler hits a solo home run in the bottom of the 7th. The Braves now lead the Astros 3-2.
I mean, you have to love that. I mean, that's awesome.
A shower gun. Okay, so what is the ultimate shower gun?
I'm gonna go long rifle on this
This
one.
was a gay joke.
I'm
Isn't
gonna
it?
go long rifle all the way.
I got my shower gun. Is that your shower gun, or are you just happy to see me?
Where's our moderator on that one?
Somebody, please. 15 kids with 1022s is one heck of a wall of lead. That's true. I have no doubt about that. My second son now has wanted to start putting together his first AR-15, so we're gonna work with him.
Where is he tonight?
Multiple times.
My daughter is out. I'm just making sure that
He might have some grandbabies.
I don't
on
want to be in
way.
the Austin family.
Boom, baby, boom! My grandson's gonna have a great beard. Glorious.
You better be at home, little girl.
Where is my son?
You better
Where's
be at
your
home.
daughter?
You better be not in my home. You better be in your own home. Because I'm obviously not in my home. So
What's wrong with my son? Is my son not good enough for your daughter?
no.
No, he's not. It's the son who's most like me, so probably not.
My daughter would never live up to your son's expectations.
Actually, that son is from my ex-wife, so his expectations are probably pretty low.
Boom!
Edit that.
Yeah, oh, little TMI low shot right there. Boom! His expectations for a woman are like this. My ex-wife would have something to say to that about this too, but we won't bring that up.
I think your second son would have something to say.
She's
to this
crazy.
too,
She's
but-
crazy.
I know, nobody cares.
Everyone cares. Women, we have not given you permission to speak. You just sit there and be beautiful, and that's all we require.
We've only got 24 people here with us. That is probably a sign.
And we just lost someone.
Oh, 23. I've got a double barrel 45 ACP Derringer. Booyah! When you don't like to kill people, so you want to hurt yourself as much as you hurt them. 45 Derringer. I don't know, do I really want to shoot this person? You gotta really want to shoot someone, just shoot him with a 45 ACP Derringer. Yeah, Stranded 360 got put in review. You gotta
Again?
You gotta
What is,
definitely.
what is wrong with this Stranded 360?
You got to approve that one, Isaac, right now.
This is a high intellectual we are speaking
This is
with.
a man after my own beard. Let's talk militia. Let's do it. Our video tomorrow that we're going to do.
I will go to sleep now.
How can you go to sleep on militia? This is
That's all we want to talk about.
this is
Have we not been entertaining?
this is the way forward. This is how we maintain our rights and our dignity in our lives.
Well, explain.
Okay, so we talked about it earlier. There's this elite that wants to just throw money at us and have us stay home and do drugs.
That was this live stream we talked about that?
Yeah, much earlier.
That was
And
on when I was only one of these in.
and masturbate to internet porn
The
and,
score's 3-2.
and take shots and die early deaths without many children. Okay, so how do we oppose these people that want to kill us? They want us dead. They want to kill us with kindness. I mean, they want to let us kill ourselves with vices. They want us to die sated in evil and
So you're saying the militia will solve that?
yes.
Today's militia.
Well, there's not really a militia
That's-
today. I mean, the
80% FBI.
yeah, that's the problem. The militia is so small that the FBI can just infiltrate it.
Then don't
Yeah.
start a militia.
But if everyone was in a militia, if the militia
Everyone
was,
is in the militia. You are the militia.
but you can't pretend like you're the militia if you don't train, if no one's scared of you. If you're not at least in a
If you're not-
four-man team,
I have read The Art of War.
well,
You play weak when you are strong.
I tell you what, then we are disciples of Sun Tzu because we are playing weak to the hilt.
All right.
We are disciples of Sun Tzu.
If you don't have a F-15 and a nuclear missile,
So never wore a shirt. Those were the sexy days.
If you don't wear sandals and carry AK-47s,
if you don't wear hemp with seashells embedded in it, so militia. Our video tomorrow is going to be about small unit tactics. It will be labeled the militia, small unit tactics.
by tomorrow he means a month from tomorrow.
Okay, I guess I should be honest. My plan is to put out a video tomorrow entitled The Militia, Small Unit Tactics. But you's right, it could be a month from now.
Coming to a YouTube channel near you.
But we are going to talk about some of the things I've never talked about before, the nitty gritty, down and dirty. This is how we do it. For small unit tactics. And for me, as my background, being a Marine, small units are four-man teams. The Army uses six-man teams with two-man sort of battle. They got a battle buddy. It's as gay as it sounds.
Will you be my battle buddy?
Chuck Norris Gun Club.
That is a no.
Chuck Norris Gun Club says, let's tell the feds about our plans. Here's the thing, Chuck Norris Gun Club. They know about our plans. We can't hide our plans from them. Especially when there are no plans. What happened? Oh, that's just talking about the... So our plans are simple and they're not devious and they're not hard to figure out.
Our plan, this is our plan. Leave me the hell alone. Let me live my life.
They're
That's
not
my
going to do
plan.
it. It's not going to work.
That's all I want.
But talking about tactics isn't talking about the plan. And they know our tactics because they taught us our tactics. Our tactics will be the tactics of the United States military. Because we have the rifle of the United States military and we have the war fighters of the United States military. Why wouldn't we use the tactics we know and that are the most effective? Mass holes. Yeah, they have it. And here's the deal. Their plan is to keep us from talking. That's why they do all these infiltrators. And you always have to assume there's an infiltrator listening. You always have to assume there's an infiltrator. Every time they've caught a domestic terrorist, there was a Fed behind it who was pushing the plan. You were talking about it the other day, the guys in Michigan who were going to kidnap the governor?
Yeah, like 50% onward.
No. There were 12 people they arrested. 10 of them were informants. Only 2 of them weren't informants.
They
Hell, is that all about?
They created a problem and solved it.
Yes. Like, yes, raises for everybody. Commendations.
We got
Good
ourselves.
job, guys. You guys were really tricky this time.
I'll take pictures.
If you hadn't told me about it, I wouldn't have gotten it. Well done.
If you want a militia, just get together with your neighbors and
I agree, but talking about tactics isn't the same thing as telling them our plans. You know, I think letting them see our tactics and our capabilities is as good of a deterrent as anything. You know, because that's what they worry about. They worry about how many gun owners are there in America?
more than people live in America.
Well, there's more guns.
There are no, well, yeah, there
There's
are
more
more guns,
guns,
in
yeah.
America than more people.
But let's just say 100 million. I mean, is 100 million? Let's say 50 million.
I don't know. I don't math. Math is racist.
I mean, there's just nothing the government can do against a million. Just a million. If a million men stood up with rifles and said, "No, you got to change this," they would have to change it. There's nothing the government could do.
I mean, they could drop a nuke on us.
They could, but then, yeah, what are they? They're governing glass, you know.
No.
And at that point, all the rest of Americans say, "Well, I guess they're really serious. We're gonna have to do it." Oh.
I thought January 6th was their nuke.
Yeah. Have you seen Pennsylvania State Militia Channel before they got banned on YouTube? I did not know they got banned. I was wondering what happened to them, Bob Jones. I did not know they got banned. Ah, that's a shame. I assume I'm going to get banned at some point too, by the way. I keep saying I'm going to start a backup channel at Rumble, but I haven't figured
You're
out.
definitely gonna get banned every
Yeah,
night.
I'm going to get banned.
Because we're gonna.
So I keep saying I'm going to do a backup channel at Rumble, and then I can't figure out how to upload videos to Rumble.
I can't figure out how to watch videos on Rumble. I tried to watch it on it would not come up. So yeah, Rumble is struggling on the struggle bus.
But at some point, I need a backup channel because I am not long for YouTube. I actually am shocked they haven't banned me hitherto for, because I have talked openly of rebellion and revolt, and I know that they scan my videos because they got us on that copyright violation the other night. So clearly,
I think
they're-
Jose had something to do with that.
Jose, yeah, that's possible. Jose, what was his name? It was like Jose Garcia or something. Yeah,
Yeah,
he was.
he was a pro Biden.
Emmanuel Goldstein says Odyssey is also good. I'm assuming that's another video site. The only reason I settled on Rumble, Emmanuel, is because Steven Crowder went there, and he's going to bring eyeballs with him, and eyeballs is what's important. Talking to people. I've got a channel I follow called Act 17 Apologetics, and their YouTube channel has 625,000 subscribers, and his Rumble channel has 14,000 subscribers. So, there's a huge drop off on any other platform, and you got to go because we're talking about ideas, and we're trying to find allies and convince people of ideas and principles.
Why didn't they get blocked? Straining 360. That should have been blocked.
So far, what did he say? What so far? What? Steven Crowder is a shill, but I hear you. Odyssey is the best.
Isaac, you missed one, buddy. We worship at the idol of Steven Crowder.
We do. I actually do like Steven Crowder.
Yeah,
We both.
he is funny.
He's funny.
I don't
And-
care if he's a shill or not. I mean,
Yeah.
he's funny.
And there are so many people. We can approve that Bradstreet comment too, Isaac. You're doing your job fine. I don't know why I'm getting involved. I'm sorry, Isaac. You're doing fine. Hey, Timothy Young. I don't have anything uploaded to Rumble yet, so just wait till I upload something.
We can't figure it out.
Yeah, he's a Canadian. Yes, he is a Canuck. I love cats. One of the reasons I do YouTube videos is pings. I don't know what that means. They say there is nearly 400 million civvy guns in the U.S. Oh yeah. I've seen your content from the beginning, and there's no way that you are detriment to society. Thank you, Jason. I appreciate that. That's kind. Wow, from the beginning, you've been here for a long.
That's questionable.
Sonar. Whee! Oh, bing. I see what you're saying, Tactical Homestead. My father was a sonar man in the 70s in a nuclear fast attack sub. He's got some pretty crazy stories. Okay. How long have we gone? Oh, it's only been 129 minutes. This is a short one. What is Crowder up to these days?
I didn't do it.
Crowder's had some health problems. He had to have open heart surgery this year. He had twins this year.
It's under the table.
You know, the thing about Crowder is that he is the only one fighting YouTube. So maybe he is a shill, but he is the only one that's ever even tried to stand up to YouTube.
That's
He's-
a bold statement. He's the only one that's
I-
ever stood
no,
up to YouTube.
no one else has. He has sued them.
That's
He's,
a bold statement.
he's the only one who's ever like sued them.
He's the only one that sued them.
Yes,
Google that.
Isaac. He's the biggest one. And here's the deal: if he would play nice with them, they would make him, you know, huge. But he won't play nice. He won't toe
He's
their
already
line.
huge.
They would
Why
make
doesn't
him.
YouTube be huge?
He would make that YouTube would make him even bigger. They have his content throttled down.
I think he would make YouTube bigger.
Well, that's possible, but right now they're throttling him. And if he wouldn't, you know, talk about the transgendered stuff and some of the stuff he does, they would stop throttling him. He would find a much bigger audience. They would suggest his videos more.
They don't care about that. They don't care. They care about their message.
Right. And if he would stop so he won't stop contradicting their message. And if he would, they would reward him, and they have rewards they can give him. But he has rejected those rewards to hold the line on what he believes. So I have respect
Then
for
how
him.
is he a shill?
I'm saying even if he is a shill, I don't think
What
he
is a shill? Explain that.
Yeah, well, I think a shill is just someone who sells something for someone else, which, I mean, I'm okay with that.
All right, his videos are not monetized.
But like he shills for Walther.
Walter's bad. I would shill for Walter.
Yeah.
Walter, you want to? Yeah. We'll take your
Oh,
endorsement.
I'm a Ruger man.
No.
I'm a Ruger man.
Walter, we will take.
You will not give me free guns.
AK-40. Whoever makes AK-47,
You will
we
not
will take
give me
it.
free guns.
We will take it.
I won't take them.
If that's the definition of a
I
shill,
won't take them. Stop it. It's Ruger and John Browning and nobody else. Eugene Stoner, Bill Ruger and John Browning. None of these other communist heretics.
none of these other firearms that fire perfectly well.
Lumber ain't cheap now. No, it's not.
How do we get from lumber?
I don't know. He's apparently trying to help the live stream.
Yeah, if you want to help the live stream, you do this.
Maybe talk about lumber.
See, that translated us into change the subject.
Yeah, he's like, let's talk about something interesting, guys. Lumber.
You're talking about firearms again. That's all you talk about. And militia.
I think the militia is the answer.
Answer to what?
All of our problems. No one can stand up to the militia.
Are you part of the FBI? Are you
We should
a
blow
Are
something
you
up.
an FBI agent?
We should kidnap the governor of Michigan. What do you think?
I don't think we're friends anymore.
I have access to fully automatic weapons and high explosives. We're going to kidnap the governor of Michigan.
Allegedly, YouTube. That is not a call to action.
I got it. I can do it. We're going to bring this bitch down.
Allegedly, YouTube.
We just got to go scout the locations. That's how
We gotta scalp the location.
No, that's how they prove that you were serious. They get you to go scout the locations and then they
Scalp, like
Yes.
scalps, like
Yes.
human scalps.
Scalp.
Okay.
also scout and scalp. Either one.
So which word? So does scout come from scalp or scalp come from scout?
I think
Are
scout.
they, they two separate words
I think they're two separate words.
in the English
I think scout is French.
vocabulary. So scout is not even English?
No, I think it's French. Almost all of our military words are French.
The fuck?
Yeah. Well, in history class, are you ready?
Oh, I stayed home during history class.
In the year 1066, William the Bastard invaded England by landing at the beach of Pevensey, straight across the English Channel from Normandy.
Yeah, I'd say.
And-
I stayed home during geometry too.
He fought King
Not
Harold
geometry,
Godwinson.
Geology. I'm drunk. Who gives a fuck?
At the Battle of Hastings.
You know what I'm saying, ho.
In a hard-fought conflict where Harold died from an arrow to the eyeball, allegedly, William of Normandy won and took over the Kingdom of England. It's called the Norman Invasion of England. And the Normans spoke French.
Wasn't there a song wrote about that?
Yes.
All right.
How much longer?
As long as we want to go.
So we're at 134 minutes, and we usually go to about 234 minutes, so another 100 minutes.
So
Hour and a half.
I will call ice on you.
I'm tired. I will leave you.
You do not have
So-
permission to go to sleep.
After 1066, the military nobility, or the military hierarchy in England was French. They were French-speaking Normans. So all of our military words, you know, like lieutenant and colonel, and even militia, the word militia is French. I think the word army is French. Almost any word...
French fries is French.
French fries is also French. Almost any word that has to deal with our military or military type stuff is a word based in French.
This is why I have him on the channel. He is so well of information.
Fount. I'm a fount. Boys, your nation needs you. Yes, it did. So we are going to kick some commie butt and import a bunch of cocaine. Boom, baby.
But not in that order, though. Let's import the cocaine, then we'll kick some commie butts.
Yeah, you know, we got to get the cocaine from the commies.
Yeah, man.
My ancestors served the Duke William and fought at Hastings. Yeah. And we killed the English king. Sounds like a Viking saga.
Hold on. Whoa, Isaac, you're not doing your job.
What happened?
That man said yeehaw.
Yeehaw!
What's he saying? A bunch of rednecks?
And we killed the English at Culloden and Kilcullen for King Robert the Bruce.
What is, I mean, is this a history channel? I mean, I thought this was an entertainment channel. I thought we were entertaining people. We're giving freaking history lessons in this place.
And we lost the English Civil War against the king. Yeah, but it wasn't for like 500 years, so you guys did pretty good. His ancestors were bodyguards of Robert the Bruce.
I don't have to tell that story. We've told that story, and everybody knows. Yes, he dropped his gun in public. See,
Oh, Isaac wants you to tell about me dropping my gun in public.
I was telling that story
When?
right now.
Oh, I may. Well, go ahead. No,
Go back and watch the video. You'll
No,
see me
that's
telling the story before you brought up that comment.
I completely didn't.
Okay, we were in this restaurant, this fine restaurant,
High class.
and my daughter, a Braves.
They serve French fries.
She dates a Braves player. I mean, he plays for the Braves, and Zach was so starstruck by this
I was
man,
pretty starstruck.
he drops his firearm in the middle of the restaurant.
So we were on a deck. We were on this outside deck.
Deck spelled with an E,
Yes, E.
not the I version.
And I was talking to this young man who
Spelled with an E.
happens to play for a sports team that I greatly like. Well, he's in the minor leagues, but so what? I mean, tomato, tomato.
Yeah.
So I'm leaned up against the railing with my hand on the railing, and I'm listening to every rapt attention, you know, like laser eye contact, tractor beam.
I mean, down on your knees.
Not quite. The posture was suggestive. I admit that an outsider may have looked at me and said, "Is he going on his knees? Is he going to propose?" Anyway, so I'm sitting there, rapt attention, and I can tell that the young man is now uncomfortable. That I have made him uncomfortable, and he would like to.
Because my future son-in-law is not.
He's not gay.
He's not gay.
So-
He did not want Zach to go down on his
He
knees.
wasn't interested in me. So you can tell the young man would like to take the conversation and transition it to his mother-in-law. That's how much he wanted it to be out of talking to me. He was willing to talk to his mother-in-law. So I decided to extricate myself from the conversation to save the young man embarrassment. So I'm leaned up against the railing, and I say, "Well, I got to go to the bathroom." And I turn and stand up and walk away, and my pistol goes into the railing, the top bar of the railing, and as I walk away, it pulls it out of my holster and thunk, falls on the ground.
in front of a Braves player.
That is not the way the story went.
It was
That
the
is-
worst moment of my
That
life.
is not the way the story went.
I wanted to pick it up and shoot myself in the head.
No.
And everyone, I'm like everyone. There's like I couldn't like go down to tie my cowboy boot real
Oh,
quick and act like
you were going down. You might as well pick up your gun while you were down there.
I couldn't even like play it off. We went like a whole hour without a gay joke. I think.
That's why we lost. Fucking, we're down to 13 people watching.
Yeah, Tactical Homestead's gone too.
What? I'm disappointed. This might be my best performance.
It really is. Like, yeah,
I cannot duplicate this. Listen,
I think you can do this.
no.
I think you can do it. 14 people though, that is insulting. We would like to thank the 14 of you who are here.
We
to
will.
thank you.
I will not thank you the way Zach will thank you, but we will thank you.
I did do a CAX at 29 Palms, Timothy Young. I did 6 CAX or 4 CAX.
14 people,
May have been 5 CAX.
and it's only 11:30.
I know we did 2 doubles, and then I think we did. Well, we got a new person.
Man, I give up.
Hey, Charles. Chuck Norris says, "I doubt any of you can even be trained." Oh yeah. Okay, Timothy Young. I have a story about the live fire night exercise.
You don't want to hear it.
Oh, it will make you fear for your country.
Wait a minute.
So.
Yeah, we got it all night long.
A CAX is called the Combined Arms Exercise, and it's this big Marine Corps thing. And what they do is they take an infantry battalion, which is, I can't remember how many. It's a lot. I think it's like 1,000 Marines, 1,200 Marines, and they combine it with an artillery company, a tank, the battery. They don't call them company, artillery battery, a tank company, an LAV company, an Amtrak company, and then an air wing. So it's this big, it's what we call the MU, the Marine Corps Expeditionary Unit. It's this big deal in the Marine Corps. Anyway, it's a lot of firepower. A lot of firepower.
No habla español.
So you go to the desert in 29 Palms, which is this base that,
Speaking English.
it was an army base that the army said was uninhabitable. It couldn't support human life, and so they gave it to the Marine Corps, and we've been there for over 100 years now. Yat-yas. Are we talking about boobs now? Are yat-yas boobs?
What are you talking about?
I don't know. Someone said yat-yas. So the whole time you're at CAX, what you shoot back then, I don't know what they do now, but they had these plywood tanks, and they were just a silhouette of a tank. It was one sheet of plywood laid down sideways.
Why wouldn't that? Wait a minute. Why wouldn't that comment?
What? Which one?
Marines can drop down on you.
Can drop hell on you?
Oh, it says hell. I thought it said down.
He's stuck on the gay shit.
It was funny though.
Anyway, so it's this sheet of plywood laid sideways, and then they cut a sheet in half and put it on top of the other, and it's supposed to be the silhouette of a tank, and you just blowing the hell out of these things for 4 weeks. So at the end of it all,
I bet you did.
yeah, we're gonna that's okay. 2. We're gonna count how many gay jokes he can fit into this story. Right now we're at 2. So we come to the end of it, and we only have there's this final exercise. It's a night fire. It's a night fire, and they get everybody. So the entire all the infantry guys, the Amtraks. Now there's enough of these Amtraks to put most of the infantry guys into the ground pounders, the riflemen. I was infantry, but I didn't ride Amtraks because I had
Who are you pounding?
ground pounders.
Oh, grandma.
We also call them crunchies because when you run over them, they go crunch.
Okay.
0311s, the regular riflemen. So each one of these Amtraks has a 50 caliber Ma Deuce on it and a Mark 19 fully automatic grenade launcher, 40 millimeter grenade launcher. Then they've got the LAVs, and some of the LAVs have a 25 millimeter automatic cannon, and some of them have the tow missile, and some of them have a 80 millimeter mortar on them. And then, so all the infantry guys, they had their 50 cal, they had their heavy weapons platoons, which have 50 cals, the 240 Golfs at the time, and then the 60 millimeter mortars and the 81 millimeter mortars. We were at I was a tow gunner, and we were actually out of missiles, so we didn't actually fire this night. Then there was a tank company, and that's 12 tanks, I think.
And the M1A1 Abrams is just oh my God, it's insane how strong it is. Then they had the Air Wing, which it had the Apache helicopters, it had the Harriers and the FA-18s. I can't remember how many of those there were. But we had one target left. We had one of these plywood tank cutout targets left. And shut up. I remember this.
What I miss? What?
So
Oh, he's telling a Marine story. Go ahead to sleep.
my platoon sergeant had pissed off the battalion XO. Long story, I won't go into it. But the platoon sergeant had pissed off the battalion XO, and so he had set us up in front of all these people. I kid you not, we were in front of all this shit. We
Major.
off to the left a little bit. The tanks were the only thing to the left of us. It was like a little bit of a circular. Anyway, we were right at the
Right in
oh
front
my
of 'em.
God. It was
Shit my pants.
it was insanity.
Insanity.
Insanity. So they've got one of these cutout targets left, and it's 2,400 meters downrange. Remember it like it was yesterday. And this was the Clinton years, and Clinton had just banned napalm in the military. So they had all this.
Clinton banned?
Yeah, and Clinton banned napalm. And so
Jackass.
they had all of this.
I love the smell of napalm in the morning.
Well, wait till you hear this. So they had all this napalm they had to get rid of. So they brought in 2 Harriers, and now there's this 2 sheets of plywood at 2,400 meters. And they bring in the Harriers, and what you got to know about the TOW missile system is that there's this heat night sight on it that sees heat. It's crazy how good it is. So for a long time, I was watching all this as it happened through a heat scope. Night scope that sees heat, anyway. So they bring in these 2 Harriers, and these Harriers drop 5 canisters of napalm all at once. I mean, I see the 5 canisters in the air. And they hit, and the gates of hell open up. And it's just this roiling, black, greasy flame from my entire, I'm 2,400 meters away, and my entire line of sight is this.
What the fuck is a meter? Will you
it's
please
like
explain this story in measurements so that I can
like-
understand?
3 feet.
Okay, 3 feet. All right. Why didn't you just say that?
So 2,400 times 3 is what? 7,200. It's 7,200 feet.
Please continue.
So just
We're
this,
so intrigued.
this-
Woo! Hanging on every word.
we went up to 16 subscribers, so they are.
Did we?
We got 16 viewers. Yeah.
No, we were at 23. We've dropped.
No, but we were at 13 when I started this story.
So we went at 3.
We held up 3 people. So as soon as this oh man, it was mind blowing how
Mind blowing.
You
My
got-
mind's
wow.
been blown
So
several times.
the flames die down and the Apaches come in, and they're blowing up this this cardboard cutout of a tank, and then the LAVs started up with those 25 millimeter, and the Amtrak started up with the 40 millimeter Mark 19 and the 50 cals in tandem. And all the infantry guys open up, even though the rifles can't reach that far. The mortars are going, the artillery's going, the tanks start shooting to my left, and when the first tank went off, I was so close I thought the tank exploded.
Wait a minute. He is fired.
Who's fired?
Isaac.
What's that? Anyway,
You're
So-
fired, Isaac.
so all of this is going on. Oh, and then the 155 millimeter mortars are artillery going over our head, and you can hear them coming over, just all night long. And I finally.
Night long.
All night
night.
long,
Lionel
all
Richie
night,
song.
all night long. This story will go on all night long.
And I say it with a passion.
So, I finally put on my Kevlar helmet and my flak jacket and slept in my Humvee because this shit was extreme. And I wake
Can we
up.
get the short version of this
Yeah,
story?
we're almost done. So I wake up in the morning, and it's like first light. The sun's dun, dun, dun. What's that song when the song they play at dawn?
Oh, you want to hear a song?
Na, na, na,
Pull
na.
off in the ass, son. Don't nobody like his ass, huh? Tried to cover up and tell the people, go, Brandon.
Anyway,
You know
it's-
what they say in Ho.
It's it's a beautiful morning in the desert. So I wake up and I stretch, and I pee and I drink some water, and then I get up in the
Too
gun.
much information.
And I get up in the gun and turn on the night sight and just look down at the target. And I notice as I first
Please tell us What was up with the target?
Well, we're not there yet.
No, tell us. We're hanging on every
So
word.
when I
Please tell us what's wrong with the target.
okay, we'll get there. So when I first turn on the site, it's on wide field of view. You find your target in wide field of view, and then you switch it to narrow field of view. So I'm in wide field of view, and I notice off to the right in wide field of view, there's this Humvee going like
Rehired.
as fast as a fucking Humvee can go. It's like, 100 miles an hour. This Humvee's like, whoo, screaming through the desert as the sun comes up over the mountains. And so I kind of watched the Humvee. And so I'm watching the Humvee, and it screeches to a halt. And then this Marine jumps out and runs over, and I realize the target's still standing. He runs up to the target and quick kicks it over and knocks it down before anybody sees it. We missed. Everybody missed. Nobody hit it. The napalm missed. The artillery missed. The Apaches missed. The mortars missed. The LAVs missed. The Amtraks missed. All the infantry guys missed. Tanks missed. Everybody missed. I bet we shot $100 million worth of ammunition that night, and no one hit. What ended up happening is that there was a rock outcropping about 300 meters to the left, and after the sun went down, it looked enough like the
Again,
target.
explain to me meters.
3 feet. A meter is 3 feet. So 900 feet to the left.
Okay.
And everyone aimed on that.
And you missed. Everybody missed.
Everybody missed.
Do I get a refund?
One tank would have taken over the entire country.
I want a refund. My tax dollars need to be refunded.
It was, and of course, I'm sure someone in the battalion XO or CO or somebody woke up first thing in the morning and was looking up and going,
Good job.
I love the smell of napalm in the.
Some diversity hire woke up. Good job.
I'm sure.
We didn't hit our target. Good job.
He saw his first star just sort of floating away. He's like, get down there and knock that tank. Some Marine had to go down there and drop kick it to knock it over.
A submarine?
No. Young Marine, what did I say?
I thought you said submarine.
I don't think so. Because it's hard to work submarines in the desert.
Yeah, I didn't think they could
No,
run either.
it's difficult.
So you didn't say submarine.
I don't think so.
What did you
Submarine.
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 Submarine had to run down there and drop kick that cardboard or that plywood cutout to knock it over. Vandal 43 says 82nd. Airborne leads from the front.
I thought the Rangers lead the way.
Rangers
Or the
lead.
Army lead
That's
the
what
way.
it was. Rangers lead the way.
Yeah.
It's hard to lead from anywhere but the front, to be honest with you. Yeah, Timothy's saying, against all the mountain ranges, that all light up as you shoot 50 cal tracer rounds, then the bombs dropped. Loved it. I hated trying to sleep during the day with 5-ton trucks going. Yeah, it's difficult to sleep in a 5-ton.
Yeah, it was
I
trouble.
tell you, Timothy, what I loved was pulling butts. Go ahead.
No, I'm gonna leave that one alone. you explained that one all to yourself.
Pulling butts
Yeah.
on a night shoot.
At night was the worst.
Night was the worst time.
Oh, night was the worst.
Best time to pull butts
Woo.
was at night. Tell you what, best butts I've ever pulled were at night. Now, when you're at the rifle range, half everyone is shooting, and then the other half is down at the other end.
I bet the other
pulling
half
the-
is, yeah.
yeah,
I know-
pulling the
I know
targets.
what they're doing.
And it's called pulling butts.
Yeah, I bet it is. Yeah, it's good.
Good night, Hunter Kirk. We appreciate you for staying with us that long.
If I was you, I would go to sleep too.
Anyway, when you're pulling butts, you're behind this berm, and the night shoot, every 5th round is a tracer. So there's 100 Marines online all shooting tracers over your head. And when tracers are going, they look like a laser beam, it's this long red streak. And they're coming over your head, and it's just the coolest thing. It looks like a Star Wars scene. What's up with the WWSD rifle now? So we have...
You can't stop a story in the middle of this.
No, that was the story. It's really awesome to be down there and all these laser beams are shooting over your head.
That was the story?
If you'd ever seen it, it's very beautiful.
Yeah.
It's like
If you say so.
it's
Marine.
like the Aurora. Rah. It's like the Aurora Borealis, except with guns. The Stoner rifle is, I have all of the parts except for the scope mount and the scope. And
sometime this, probably Friday, depends how busy I am, I'm gonna take it down and get it all assembled. I'll take it to a gunsmith because I want to have the barrel dimpled and the gas block put on correctly. And then I need to haul off a bunch of scrap so I can afford to buy the scope and the scope mount. And then we will have a video on that. So that is where the Stoner rifle is. I'll tell you this, I can, you know what, talk for a minute. I got this.
But we know what they saying though. You can hear the chant in every post. Don't nobody want this commie cause we not in China.
He's going to get some rifle that's not put together, and he's going to say, "Oh, look how amazing it is!" Blah 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 blah. You didn't see that.
You didn't see that. Okay. So here's the what would Stoner do rifle?
Ooh, this is the Berkey. This is the City Water.
The Berkey works.
That rifle does not.
No. Well, it would work once. It would, yeah, it would do one shot. But then the gas tube would fly off, and
She also let out the rag that when they did that.
so the big part of it is the polymer lower. Then I actually do have a lightweight upper on it. I've got I don't have the exact carbon fiber handguard that InRange TV used, but I've got a carbon fiber handguard. And then I put these little M-LOK covers in there because I don't like to use gloves and I want the heat to go up, not down to my hand. But this is crazy light.
I believe that all cap statement is presented towards me.
Probably. And then I've got the Faxon barrel.
0.
This is the Gunner profile. It's the 20-inch.
If you don't like it, I got a song for you.
Everybody hated Trump and now they out to catch a body. That's what they get for treating us
Fuck
like
Joe
we
Biden and fuck you too.
So it's not the pencil barrel that InRange TV used, because I really like 20-inch barrel and I'm not willing to compromise on a 16 or 18-inch barrel. So to get the 20-inch barrel, I had to take a Gunner profile as opposed to the pencil profile. And the pencil profile is just a little bit lighter. But I don't, there comes a point where saving weight becomes counterproductive. And I think when you have to take less than a 20-inch barrel on a standard rifle, now there is a place for the carbines, the 16-inch barrels, even the 14.5-inch barrels, they have their place. But on your standard carbine, your Faith Family Freedoms rifle, you want that little tiny extra bit of capability that those extra 2 to 4 inches give you. Ask your wife, 2 to 4 inches is a big deal.
So they brought it to.
So that's where we're at. I've got the gas tube, I'm sorry, I'm holding the gas tube, so of course I have the gas tube. I've got the gas block, it's a lightweight, you know, the whole thing about this rifle is that it's lightweight and really, really handy. And it is. This is, even with me being, you know, taking the heavier barrel, it is still a lightweight rifle. I've got the bolt and everything in here. So, this is my new
Well, it was past the statute of limits.
obsession.
So they didn't back then, they-
And I completely abandoned in place that 9mm build. It's still sitting in there. Still in pieces. And this is still in pieces. But it's ready to go for the most part. Oh, I also need to get I've got the sling swivel stud, but I need to get the sling swivel so I can hook up the sling. And I will not be putting a bipod on this one the way the Stoner rifles, the WWSD rifles have the bipod. I don't think a bipod is a good deal on an infantry rifle. Well, it's not necessary. I won't say it's not a good deal. It adds weight. And if you can use a Hasty sling or a Weaver sling, then you don't need a bipod.
Sure, I drank a lot tonight.
Chuck Norris says, prop gun.
I don't really care what Chuck Norris says, but hey.
Okay, so what do we got going on here? Do you regret getting Coyote Tan? I don't. It's actually,
I thought that was cool.
yeah, it's
I
not,
mean, he has a black rifle not already put together, so
I-
why not have a tan rifle not already put together?
I think it's Dark Flat Earth is what they call it, or Flat Earth, I don't remember. I don't think it's Coyote Tan. But I don't regret it. I thought it looked pretty cool. I did regret it for a while because I could only get a black handguard, and I thought I was gonna have to try to get the handguard painted.
Waking up to everything. Go
Yes,
Brandon,
sir,
but
Chuck.
we all know what the saying means.
But once I found those flat dark earth M-Lock covers, I was happy with it. I'm fine with it.
Me and Chuck, we don't get along.
What's wrong with Chuck?
Can you say asshole?
How do you not like Chuck? He's making fun of me.
You know what they say in Ho.
He called you white hair. That's what you're just upset because he makes fun. He said you were old.
I'll show you old.
Oh, you know, Timothy Young, I got out in 2002, and that was about the time they were bringing in the new hand-to-hand fighting style. So I didn't get to learn that new system. The old system was garbage, utter garbage. Chuck Norris is 931st IDF Infantry Brigade, 931. What is there a? Is there supposed to be a slash in the middle of there, Chuck Norris?
Are we supposed to be impressed Chuck Norris?
Well, I mean, idea. I mean, you know,
That's impressive.
it's honorable. Yeah, it's good service. It's infantry. I think the IDF. Oh no, wait a minute. IDF is Israeli Defense Force. That would be really impressive. Yeah, that would be.
But a long ways away.
Yeah, it's unlikely to meet him in the grocery store and then have to.
So I can make fun of him all I
Yeah,
want.
yeah. You're probably not going to get called out on it. Hey, Charles, we appreciate you, sir. Thank you. Did you carry a K-bar in the Marines? No. So you only get the K-bar if you carry a pistol. The K-bar is, I don't know, you get the K-bar when you carry a pistol. If you have a rifle, then you have a bayonet.
Well, that makes sense. But
Yeah. So I was always issued a rifle. I'm not here to fight you. That's good, because we're not fighting with the IDF.
it's a good damn thing.
It never works out for anybody.
Only me. I'm just kidding, Chuck. I mean, if I can't make fun of you, who can?
Yeah.
Shit.
He's not saying it because it's mean. He's saying it because it's funny.
We're trying to get viewers here. We're only down to 15.
Yeah, well, we lost Charles.
And conflict is viewers.
Yes. They're all here for the train wreck.
This is a train wreck.
They're all here for the train wreck. Ah, well, what haven't we touched on? I like these better when we don't have topics. Because we never talk about the topic anyway. We always just go off on wild tangents.
What have we not touched on?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Please don't say children.
Yeah, I probably always get Cal ones.
Yeah. Weird. It's like,
His beard is amazing. I feel like a lesser man in his presence every day. It's like, damn it, would you trim it or something? Give me a bone here.
Chuck, I will shave it for you, brother.
See, mine was always like, it's really bad over here, right here. I don't know. I've got this empty spot right here that on both sides. It drives me nuts.
Nuts.
I actually don't have a beard. I have a really great goatee. I've got an epic goatee, and then like this scraggly, you know, shaggy hippie thing going on the sides. What is your next Rook March? I forgot what you called it. We won't shave, Chuck. That's interesting. We have not done that in a while.
A rook?
Yeah,
I don't think I've ever done a rook.
that's where we met. You had weight.
No, I didn't do that.
You did about a mile.
No, I went back with
Yeah, but
Palmetto.
You did the first mile.
I don't think that was a mile.
Yeah, it was about a mile.
It was a mile.
Yeah, the whole thing was about 3.5 miles.
So I did a mile.
You did a mile.
I'm impressed. I impressed myself.
Yeah, no, I was impressed. Now you did drop out right at the hard part.
I did not drop out. I carried a wounded person back to camp. The man was dying. He would not have died. He would have died without me.
He certainly looked like he was
He was
dying.
dying.
Palmetto
Dropped
paratrooper,
out.
I love you, brother, but you look like you were dying.
Palmetto, stick up for your man who saved your life. The man was dying. I had to climb down a mountain to get a certain artifact, then climb up a mountain to administer a certain artifact to Palmetto, and then carry him back to camp. I did more hiking than you did. Psst, dropped out.
How often do you suggest Okay, he didn't go. He came to the base of the mountain. Okay,
Who?
you
No, I walked up the mountain.
No, it got way steeper right where you quit.
I have the video. I will show it.
I went up there. Your sons went to the top of the mountain with me. They will back me
I mean,
up.
they are like 3 times the man I am.
They're
So
three times the man I was. I thought I was
So-
dying that day.
So I'm pretty impressed with that.
I didn't think I was gonna
But
make it.
still, I went up. I went up.
I finally got to the top and I collapsed.
Base of the mountain.
It was the base of the mountain.
Palmetto, if you don't back me up.
It'll wreck your next car. So how?
I know about where you live.
Roughly.
Roughly in the same,
The
time zone.
How often do you suggest training with your pistol? It is hard to find the time. You can't train with a pistol. Well, go ahead. What do you say?
Yeah, I'm shit with a pistol.
You can't train with a pistol enough. There's no.
I have
such
to
thing.
walk up to you and put it against you to hit you.
You can't train with enough. I qualified expert with the 92, the M9, but I don't know that I could do anything today because I don't have the time to train with it. I don't have the facilities to train with it. And the pistol is a perishable skill. They're difficult to use. You cannot train with your pistol enough. Any suggestions for building a mag?
Yeah.
My current location, new to my current location, and need to build a mag or find a mag.
Get to know your neighbors.
See that, but look at our mag. I mean, had nothing to do with neighbors.
And just bottle feed.
You lived 2 hours away when we met.
Now I live like
6 minutes away.
That's right.
Access to.
The Viking meetings are a really good way. That's where Jeff and I met, was at a Viking meetup. And then we've got a third guy nearby who's sort of involved, maybe, you know,
Yeah, twice a day.
I mean, Sasquatch, he's involved.
Sasquatch, but Sasquatch is a long way away. And then we've got another guy who's about 25 miles away who would like to be much more involved.
Yeah, I didn't think about it. He is a lot closer than Sasquatch.
Yeah. The problem is Jeff and I are together so much that then we don't do formal meetings.
We are like peas and carrots.
peas and carrots.
Still a lot, plenty.
So we don't do formal. That's the problem. We don't do formal meetings because I'm a little embarrassed to
We're
say.
always meeting.
Yeah, we're always meeting. We usually talk multiple times a day. So, and then we spend half of most Saturdays together. So we end up not doing formal meetings, and that is bad on us because then we can't bring anyone else in. Our situation is also a little.
It's
unique.
not for lack of trying.
It's not. Well, there's another issue here. You have what, 5 sons?
Yeah.
He has 5 sons. I have 7 sons. I've got brothers. My father is local. My father-in-law is local. We actually have a lot of men in our circle, you know, who we can reach out and touch pretty easy.
Yes, they do.
So there, when I look at our situation, I see a lot of manpower. I mean, I say I have 7 sons. Only 2 of them are of a useful age.
But now that I don't.
And not all of yours are within useful distance.
I'm sorry, what's it matter? We've already covered that subject.
Do you gentlemen ever ponder decentralization, secession? Yeah, we talked about that earlier. I would talk about that for hours because we didn't actually finish the conversation. We were trying to, we established that, you know,
I do not know what the word means. We established that.
that California would do its own thing, that New York North would do its own thing, or really DC North would do its own thing. But what happens to the rest of the country? And what's, you know, don't feel like you got to keep state lines
Buddy, I am in for a penny. I am in for a pound.
intact. What do you get? Did you give me one too? I say Texas splits in half, and the northern half of Texas joins Oklahoma and all that sort of whatever's right around there that wants to go with Texas. You know, and that could even go as far north as like, the problem is Colorado's kind of right there in the middle to screw everything up. But what's really interesting to me is what happens in the South.
Where you going?
Tired.
Tired of what?
Give us 30 minutes and we'll wrap it up.
Give us an hour and 30 minutes.
So what happens in the South? Because the problem down in
We'll
South,
rise again.
we'll rise again. The problem in the South is that we have
Motherfucker, I am not opening it for you.
these crazy deep conservative areas, Marjorie Taylor Greene is the congressional district right next to ours. And, when she talks up here, we're all like, well, that just makes sense. Why the hell is she wasting our time telling us that? But then you can contrast us with like Atlanta or Raleigh, Durham, Braves take a 3. The Braves won. Oh, they're up 3-1. Whoa. So what happens down here? Because our urban areas are as liberal as any urban areas anywhere. But as soon as you get outside of city limits, it turns into crazy woolly booger town.
Well, you gotta get a little bit outside city limits.
A little bit outside city limits.
Maybe 100 miles.
But like, as you get outside the city limits of Atlanta, and the crazy quotient just goes way down. Gwinnett.
Cool outside.
Gwinnett's like this toss-up.
No, they're pretty damn crazy in the Gwinnett.
But like half of them are really crazy, and then half of them are fairly normal, So there would be some major.
To lessen those odds.
Well, they'll
20%.
So what happens in places like Georgia and North Carolina, or even Virginia? Virginia's got this same problem where, the area around D.C. is just psychotic, and the rest of the state, for the most part, with the exception of Richmond, with the exception of Richmond, is really, really conservative and traditionalist. It's much harder for us here on the East Coast to separate ourselves. In the West can really. What happened?
Bob Jones is leaving.
Oh, Bob Jones. Shalom. Have a good night, sir. On the West Coast, it's much easier to draw geographical lines and say, okay, California, Washington, Oregon are over here. Everyone else is over here. Southern Texas goes back to Mexico. Sorry, there's no way around it.
I think I'm going to Mexico.
Yeah, well, I might go to Mexico too. And the Mexicans are actually proven to be fairly reasonable people.
Nice weather,
Yeah. Women are a little short. I like a taller woman.
but they work hard.
You need to see some of our hillbilly towns up here, brother. Well, that's interesting too, Isaac, because if you get just to the west of, New York, Boston, all that, up there in the mountain, the Appalachian Mountains that go all the way up into Canada, those areas are deeply conservative, especially going west from there, into, the things that are west of there, Ohio, Indiana. You can actually get a pretty good swath of land between, say, central crazy town and the Mississippi, where some interesting things could happen. I have seen people speculate that 12 states would come out of it. That Texas would do its own thing, California, the West Coast would do its own thing, the Midwest would do its own thing. The North, the Idaho, Montana, Dakota areas would do their own thing. And then I think they had the Northeast going its own way, Chicago going its own way, and then they had the Southeast, I think, bifurcating.
I don't know. I forgot what we're talking about.
Secession.
All right.
The other thing I've seen, though, is that someone talked about city-states would arise again. And that makes a little bit of sense. So you've got an area like Atlanta with a gravity that can control the area around it to a certain extent.
Are you calling Atlanta a black hole?
A black hole.
Are you
yes.
saying it has this
Yes,
its own
it has
gravity
its-
source?
It is a black hole. And it sucks a large amount of my life into it.
I bet it does.
Yeah.
I bet it. A lot of your money too.
A lot of my money, too. Toppers. Look it up. Just saying. Except Toppers isn't in Atlanta. So it doesn't work.
They didn't know that.
Twin Peaks. Massachusetts got meth engines.
We got a lot of meth in
Yeah.
our part of the state too.
So, what happens with secession? I think secession or balkanization is inevitable. I don't think we can live together anymore. It is impossible for us to.
Believe me, when we win, we will kick you motherfuckers out of our country. You are
It
gone.
is not gonna be
I don't
pretty.
think Canada is going to take you, but
I don't-
someone will.
I don't know what country we send Nancy Pelosi back to, but she's going.
She is gone.
Her and Chuck Schumer and Jerry Nadler and Adam Schiff and
There is a
what's-
military tribunal in your future.
what's that weirdo Republican from Utah? Mitt Romney. Mitt Romney's going.
I kind of like old Mitt. You don't like Mitt?
No, I can't stand Mitt.
You can't stand Mitt Romney?
That's right. How do you like Mitt Romney?
I don't know, he's handsome.
He is handsome. He's a good looking man. I'll give you that. He's a good looking man.
He's from Utah.
Classic American good looks.
Yeah. Multiple wives, Utah.
Yeah. And his grandfather was a polygamist in Mexico. So.
Get the hell out of here.
I kid you
In
not.
Mexico?
Yeah.
Man,
His grand
man after my own heart. I
large
like those Mexicans.
large swaths of his family immigrated to Mexico so they could live polygamously and Mitt Romney spent some time in those communities down there too.
I bet he did.
Yeah, I bet he did.
I bet he did.
Nitbook is pissed off and angry about it. I guess if I was pissed off, I'd be angry about it.
I was angry about it, I'd be pissed off.
I'd be pissed off that you made me put that much time and energy into getting angry. It's like, why do I gotta be angry? I don't like being angry.
No. But you enjoy being pissed off.
Yeah, the kids are,
Hey.
I mean, give me a break.
I'm gonna give you a break.
The freaking kids are sleeping.
Press Secretary Raggedy Ann. Nice. She does look like Raggedy Ann, doesn't she? I had not picked up on that yet.
Hold on. Oh, my mind is blown for like the 5th time tonight. Sorry, okay, I'm back. Inside joke.
I don't know that is it inside. I'm not a part of that inside joke.
You're
apparently.
not.
Okay.
You're not.
Who's Raggedy Ann in your inside joke? I don't want to know. I don't care. But Jen Psaki does look a little bit like Raggedy Ann.
Man,
I'll give
she's
it
like
to you.
Chucky, man. She's like
She does look like Chucky. Yeah, she does
hideous
look like
little
Chucky.
redheaded bitch.
And a little bit like Pippi Longstocking, but Pippi Longstocking was really cute. I had a crush on Pippi Longstocking when I was a kid. I think most men did though. Yeah, the red braids out real far.
The Wendy's.
Well, she looks a little bit like the Wendy's girl. But she was a children's book, and then she had a couple movies. And
Oh, must have been before my time.
oh my God, I got a cramp. Woo! That hurt. Pippi Longstocking was not before your time. You gotta look up Pippi Longstocking. You had a crush on her when you were a kid, I promise.
If you tell me.
Her and Haley Mills. Wow, I got a cramp right in the back of my thigh. Yeah, Haley Mills, the Pollyanna girl, Trouble with Angels.
Doesn't ring a bell.
She played a teacher on Saved by the Bell for a while, but she was much older then.
What is Saved by the Bell?
I can't, I have nothing for you. I can't help you. I need someone to massage my thigh. Oh, that hurts. Okay.
I haven't seen any masseuse around.
I had too many Mountain Dews today. That's what it was. The phosphates ate up all my vitamin K. Dude, Chuck Norris just lives in review.
I mean, I thought he was an asshole to begin with, but he's kind of a cool guy now.
He's just supposed to fuck with everybody. Chuck Norris doesn't care who you are. He wants to stick his finger in your pain.
Kind of like old Chuck.
Hey, Isaac, approve that message if you don't mind. I don't know who. Clearly, the guy needs the
It
information.
was damn funny. I'll give him that.
I think we could all learn from that. I think I'll go right now, as a matter of fact. And some of my best friends are Indian.
Who are talking about Indians?
I don't know I don't know what's going on with the Indians.
Tribal police is a good people.
Have you never watched Longmire?
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, I watched the first season.
Pretty good show, eh?
Yeah.
Tribal police are not good people in Longmire.
Oh yeah.
The only people who's getting good in Longmire is the
Is the
Billy,
white guy?
is it Billy D. Williams or what? Who was that?
No, Billy D. Williams.
It wasn't Billy D. Williams. Whoever the good Indian was in that, the friend of the white man,
Who in high school when you have like.
Longmire's best friend.
Like on that, Nate something, some. Said you had an
Isaac.
Need a shirt.
Ah,
Isaac, we said approve. We were gonna approve that one.
you hurt me. You're leaving?
I told her.
Who's leaving?
Isaac.
Where's Isaac going?
I don't know.
We don't even have a moderator now.
We have
Isaac.
nobody here. We only have 14 people watching. Yeah, I guess it's over.
It's over. Over. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor?
But we will be back.
It's not over till we say it's over.
7 days from now, at the same time.
All right, well, our resident Mexican has run out of steam. Her fun meter is pegged. I thought Mexicans were more fun than that.
Why do you think Isaac is Mexican?
I was talking about your Mexican.
Are you talking about my wife?
Yeah.
You're gonna talk about my wife live on YouTube.
You were talking about her. You said she was Mexican. I'm only repeating what you said.
How dare you? Such disrespect. Bye, Isaac. I'm sorry he called you Mexican.
Bye, Isaac. Braves win. Up 3-1. All right, man, we appreciate the hell out of you. Thank you for sticking with us for so long. I'm sorry we were not more entertaining than that, since we only ever got up to 28 concurrent views. That's a little insulting.
That was a little
It
insulting.
was a little insulting.
I'm disappointed.
We were most entertaining tonight.
I think next Saturday I will just, or next Sunday, I mean, depending on how you calculate the day, I'll just keep my mouth shut. Because this time I talked a really lot and we got no views.
Man, Isaac just gave us a great setup, and then he's leaving. He's like, I'm Polish. We could have fun with that.
Yeah, I don't know. Depends on how many Polish there are.
Start telling Polak jokes.
How many Polish does it take to screw on a light bulb?
How many?
Still, I don't know. At least 3 to watch the Mexican do it.
Man. We appreciate you. You have a good night. What?